Should have shut that off in the beginning, right? I should do a do-over here.
Should have shut that off.
Oh, see? Yeah. One of these days I'll get it. What we got here? Those of you that missed the intro, maybe I should play that again. Just because I like the way it sounds. I was watching this link. I ain't got the link, man. Where's the sidekick? Single mom, thumbs up. All right. Hold on there. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, where is it? Yeah, where is it? Hey guys, somebody said, yeah, where is it? Yeah, man. That was triple reverb. I got this on my desktop PC here, and I remembered to cancel it up at that one, but it's too much shit. Okay. Where's the trusty steed? Christian. Oops. I don't look at this on freaking, what do you call it, man? Yeah, you got it that time, dude. Single mom officials.
That's not me.
No, it wouldn't be you, would it? Halfway there, maybe. You never know. Half a he, she, or something. I forgot I had it on the other one, and I thought, well, I'll activate the intro thing, 2 seconds before. When you hit go live, it takes like 2 seconds. So I thought I'd smoothly transition one into the other, huh? Single mom says hello to everyone. There'll be many more later. It's just, you got the lurkers here early today. I don't know. I went, Pico, and you can't jump. I tried jumping the car the other day. I had a battery in the garage. It wasn't on the floor, so it didn't ground out. And I really couldn't find any metal on the car that I could ground it to. I mean, that cheap shit, And then today I pushed it out there myself because the battery's in the trunk, but you can it's got a positive post under the, next to the engine there. So I'm running it outside. And there ain't nothing happening. I'm like, this ain't right, So I go and I find a metal bolt that's on a metal piece, not that cast aluminum alloy or whatever that shit is. So I put it on there and then it started right up. But either my kid listened to the battery, the radio while I was gone or something. But I ran it quite a while. And I took it around the block a couple times. And I get back, I pulled it in, I backed it in this time. Just so, if I had to get to it. So I shut it off and it's freaking dead, man. He had to have been listening to that radio because I know the thing was working when I left. And I know it was 6 months, but it shouldn't have been dead like it was. I mean, I've had that happen before, but not, I drove it around a little bit. I didn't want to go too far because I don't have any plates on it.
Well, how long did you drive it?
Oh man, I went up, I don't know, 10 minutes. Just went zipping up and down the street. And I thought I had that thing in drive, and actually I had it in a manual shift. So when I nailed it, yeah, of course the RPM and M1 is just a get going gear.
First gear, yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of let it roll, and that's it. That's all that one's good for. You really should start in 2, but these cars, the fuel injection, and I don't know. But anyway, shut it off. The thing is, when that thing is bone dry, I mean, when it's dead, you can't get the key out, the ignition. You
Won't
are
even let you physically pull the key out?
no. It's got to have just a tiny bit of juice. It will not come out. And if I hooked it up to the battery I had in the garage, it would give you enough to, the radio would come on, all that other shit, and the window would go up. But,
Well, you can always take it to like a Advance Auto or something, and they'll check the battery. See if you probably have a dead cell from sitting that long, and it might be a hopeless battery.
It's probably the original too, and then it has a motor for the convertible top. But I know that I had the car close to the service door that's in the back, so in case nobody could open it. So when I got back home, when I came back to America, it was back because the lawnmower was, being blocked. And maybe tomorrow, whatever, yeah, that's another thing, man. I only got a quarter tank in there. Shit. But you have to reset everything in it. And then, get this. The yellow one, and I'm sure it's the same thing because I see this light that blinks, to ward off bad guys, So because if you open that door any other way but with the power, the alarm will go off. When I use the key, the alarm will go off. So I go to put it's got one key cylinder on the driver's side. So I can't even open it. So I can't get under the hood. I can't get in the trunk. I can't do anything.
You can't open the door right now, huh?
No, can't do shit. And I have the right keys. I got 2 sets from that 2010. And I think that battery was a bit better than the other one. Well, this 12 years old too. But it's done a lot of sitting, So I don't know. What the hell's this, man? I thought I had it. Why is it showing up like that on why is it showing up the way it is on what you call it? I don't know, whatever. Anyway, have you gone past the family hardware store lately?
No, but I will on Sunday.
You stop in there and tell them I said hi.
Did you ever look up that website?
No, I didn't.
CityHardware.com?
CityHardware.com? No. Matter of fact, if you mention Chester, Italian name is Aniceto, I think. Chester and hey, Christian. My grandfather's nickname was Bino, Albino.
So that was your grandfather's. Was
Albert.
his name Chester and they called him Bino?
My uncle's name His Italian name is Aniceto.
Right.
His American name is Chester.
So that was your uncle.
Yeah, and then my
What was your
grandfather,
grandfather's name?
his name was Albert. His nickname was Albino.
Oh, okay.
God, I looked at the wedding photo of him and my grandma. Man, they were a good looking couple. Well, I mean, he had dark eyes, boy. You know, I don't know if it was maybe they didn't have that. Well, obviously they didn't have.
They were black and white, right? Photos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They took him in 19. Shit, I don't even know when they got married. Yeah, Lee. See, everybody. Uncle Gene was 90 when he died. The middle kid went first, and my dad, like 6 months later, and then my uncle 2 months after that.
I saw my grandfather's immigration paper. He was born in 1875.
18, your grandfather?
Yes, 1875.
Man, you.
He was 49 when my dad was born, and I was 37 when my dad was 37 when I was born. So on the day I was born, my grandfather would have been 86 years old to start with.
My great grandfather was born in 1886 or 7. He died in 63 at 80, 85, 86. And then his wife, my great grandmother, died in 50. She was born 1881.
So how old's your grandfather? When was he born? Do you know?
My grandfather was born on 19. He died at 1907.
1907.
Yeah, because he died at 1908 because he died at 63.
Yeah.
So it was 1969 and he died at 63. 1906,
I
1907.
think my grandfather lived till 63 years old, something like that.
Yeah, great grandfather. I mean, they came from a time where they ate a lot of cheese and drank wine. You know.
Yeah, and he had a lot of vegetables. All the
Yeah,
good stuff.
It is like every other generation gets to be middle 80s, and then the other ones don't. And I'm in the don't column. So yeah, what are you gonna do, you know? But my grandma died at 61. My grandfather died a little bit after his birthday. I think he died in August. His birthday's in July or something like that.
Yeah, I was golfing on Wednesday with a bunch of retired guys, and there was a guy. They said, "Oh, we got to have a moment of silence for Clark," and I was like, "What? What happened to Clark?" They said, "Oh, he died." I said, "What?" Yeah, he was out like Sunday afternoon cutting his grass. His wife found him out in the yard laying
How old
down.
was he?
77. Yeah, he was a nice guy though. I mean, really funny, you know. And this is the first year I golfed with him. I only golfed about 5 times with him. But
I don't
really
think.
nice guy.
I don't think. Man, you know, I think people are more aware of their heart health today than they ever were before. Certainly back then. I mean, my grandma's dad, my dad's mom's dad was 52 when he died, and his son was 72. His name was Celeste. I thought that was a girl's name only, but his name was.
With Italians, you never know.
His name was Celeste Weber.
Hey, Tony, Kiko.
Hey.
Problem with today is that all the vegetables and wheat and everything is messed with, so it can grow faster. So
Right, it's processed and all the chemicals and all that stuff.
yeah,
And these people ate right out of their own gardens. So it's all natural.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They didn't have nobody put the fear of death in their face every day like they do now, you know.
Same with the Philippines, you know, they just grab the fruit off the tree and everything's pretty natural if you're out in the province.
You know, you can sit there and explain the unhealthy benefits of rice. I mean, it doesn't make them say anything, you know. That's just how it is, man. It's all wired, I guess. Price is life, like what's her name used to say.
But what you also need to understand that not everyone in Asia have the money to
Hmm.
be able to buy meat like we
Yeah.
do. So
Uh,
rice has become something they can live on, even if they don't find any meat.
yeah, chicken is bigger than beef over there because I think they get their beef from Australia. I don't know if they have any beef cattle farms over. I've never heard of it or seen one. Maybe somebody else that's Filipino could shed light on that. But poultry, chickens, turkeys, that's about pig.
I know that's one thing. When my wife first got here, we were riding out in the country. She said cows. She said, "Wow, your cows are so fat." You know, I said, "Yeah, it's not like in the Philippines. If you
They
do see
eat.
a cow, they're really, really thin."
There's the farmer guy I got on there his channel, just a few acres farm. He has Dexters. I guess they're like an Irish uh, cattle from Ireland. They're smaller, they're shorter. They can get heavy enough, but he likes them for some reason. I don't. Maybe because if they go crazy, he's got a chance. You get them big bastards and might not be able to get away if you have to. God, the weather's been in the 90s here.
Yeah, I know it's going to be hot this weekend. It's been hot, but
You know what? The way I like it is when I'm over there, it's warm from the time you wake up. You don't have to wait till 2 or 3 in the afternoon to get to the high temperature, you know? So if you want to, if you have a shaded area, you get up and take advantage of that, and you feel like you do here at 2 o'clock, only 8 hours sooner. Craig is in the house.
it's hard to
Greg.
believe. Hi, Craig. It's hard to believe you live in a place where it's like mid-90s, and then this winter it can be like minus 40. You know,
Yeah, I was
such
talking.
extremes.
I was talking to my neighbor next door, Mary. She's gonna park. She had a new driveway poured, so she's parking her car by me. And I said, our son said the same thing, but I said, life is getting shorter when you have to wait 9 months, or 8 or 9 to get weather comfortable.
Yeah, we don't have that many months left to waste
No.
that many. To waste
Yeah.
3/4 of them, you know.
Are you kidding me? My life goes by in 3-month increments every year here, and I'm on the downslope of that roller coaster ride. No. So I spent the afternoon jerking around that car. I could.
I spent yesterday putting brake pads and rotors on the front of the car the kids drive. They came in and said, "Dad, the car's making a grinding noise." I said, "Well, and I took it off. Sure enough, the front pads were almost gone. So I replaced the rotors. Looked okay, but I know they're probably original. So
they looked okay, and you heard that noise.
Well, yeah, it hadn't started to eat in. They were just hearing that wear sensor, that metal piece.
Yeah, you get that condensation and shit on the rotor, and being outside, even in nice days when it's overnight. Man, is it freaking?
So about $230, and I had it all done myself. But it was a hot one out there.
200? You get
Did
new
it in the
calipers?
driveway?
You get new calipers or something?
No. Each rotor was 85, so 2 rotors, and the pads were like 47, something like that.
I dabbled in that myself on a minivan I had and some other car. And if it's not my main mode of transportation, well, then I got a not under the gun to get it done, in case I come upon a problem. So my cousin, I got a cousin on my mom's side there. He works on cars since he was old enough to walk with his dad, and he works on anything. And I told him I needed, like back in late 80s, I said, I need a brake job, like shocks too. I had this, that Chevy, what was that, 2+2? I forget. They used to call the Buick the Skyhawk, the 1980s, 80. It's like a better version of the Vago, the V6, But time went on, and I got tired of waiting on him. I thought, I'm tired of this shit, If he doesn't want to do it, I'd rather just say no. So I went to the auto parts store, and I got the rotors, calipers, brake pads, and the shock was just, it wasn't even bobbing. It was just stuck to the top, man. And tie rod ends I needed. So when it came to the tie rod ends, I didn't know I needed glasses way back then, but I counted the threads that were on it. I taped it, counted the threads. Then when I put the new one in, I got it close. Tires were squealing a little bit, but I had to get alignment. So I saved myself a lot of money there. It's just today's world, man. I got better things to do. I must be one of the few that if I have the money, I'll have it done. That's what I save it for. Oil change.
Yeah, when I was the other few months ago, when I was changing the belts and the timing belt on their car, the kids were like, "Oh, where did you learn to do that?" I said, "Out of necessity."
Yeah.
I said, that was back before YouTube. Now you could just YouTube anything, how to repair this or that.
Yeah.
I said, back in my day, you had to watch someone that knew how to do
Yeah.
it. And then you tried it and failed and tried it and failed until you finally did it right.
Everything that I've ever learned about was from watching people. Sure wasn't from my father because he didn't have no patience to start. But I would watch people. And so I got a general idea. The first time I did a brake job was on I think I had an 80 something. What's his name? Ronald calling me on my phone. The hell was I talking about?
About learning how to fix things.
Oh yeah, I had a minivan. I did Plymouth, and I did the front, and I remembered the first one, but for whatever reason, it's like these brake pads sat on a shelf. There was some kind of a finger there, and I got 80% of that one right, but I learned from it. It's just. I know guys here that got two guys that have a lift, and that means everything, They're not busting their backs trying to get something done. That's about all you can get.
If I had a lift, that's one thing. Like, these guys, if I won the lottery, I'd buy a boat or something like me. Just give me a garage with a lift in it, so I never have to break my back and lay on the driveway on my back anymore.
I got to tell you, man, this guy I worked with, it was before him and his girlfriend got married. His name was, I think his name was Rusty. This guy was like, he lived near the airport here. And he had a Sun machine, he had a four-car garage. You could get too deep on each stall. He had a lift. Him and his brother. I went over there once for, I forgot what I had fixed on my, I had a 73 Z28. And, his name was Irv. That's what it was. And dude was cool, man. He was, at that time, I think he was already in his, God, I want to say he was 80 something, if not late 70s. I don't remember for sure. But this guy, the way he did stuff, man. I wish I could have been retired and hung out with him all day. And then he died, and my friend didn't tell me about that, because I'm like, hey, I got something else for Herb to fix, He told me he died like 6 months prior, and he had do not resuscitate on his thing. But that guy and his brother would sit there, and there wasn't a dull moment, man. This guy was so interesting. And I could have really learned a lot more from this guy, I don't know about today's cars, but.
Yeah. That's
Christian, excuse me, Christian, professor needs a link. Did you send
Okay.
him?
Yes, I will do it.
I forgot how to do that.
Craig, you said you like my avatar. That's my wife pulled those carrots out of a bag of carrots.
What made her think of that? Did you guys spoon or something?
No, it's just like one carrot hugging another one. And it just happened to be in the bag like that. So she put it on a table, took a picture of it.
She likes it. So she likes spoon, huh?
Except the one doesn't look like it has arms, so it could be construed as something else.
Yeah, could be. I got all these pictures, and I forgot, like, 9 years ago today, and all that stuff. I got a picture of a swimming pool in Naga. It was called Kayamungi Resort. There was nothing resort about it, just that it had a big pool, and of course the rooms had ants running up and down it. But and then the guy, we're the only people there. He puts us in a room directly across from where they're living.
I can't see him online on my.
You doing Messenger? Maybe. No,
Yeah.
he'd be on his phone then, wouldn't he?
I forget all his names too. He has like 100 different names.
Well, let me see which one he's got this on here. He's got it on Madib, Muadibb, Kaviti.
Okay.
Yeah. I told him that the other day too, man. So you got so many freaking aliases, man.
Yeah, then he has the link.
Okay. Thanks. It's kind of early in the morning for little mom there. Officials. What's the officials part of that name mean? Or
Official means that's the original.
The true word.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, the true
it's
one. Yeah.
officials. I thought maybe she meant officiates.
It's like the celebrities, they'll put the real Elvis. There he is. The real Ronald. Edith.
I forgot
Whatever
he's on the Uber.
Yeah, he's muted. Hey, Ronald, what's up?
Y'all can't handle that Tupac.
Remember that Bud Light, that Bud commercial? He'd be in the
I
bar.
had to mute y'all.
Oh, I thought you were listening to classic Motown.
I can't hear myself now from all the traffic and the windows down.
What? Hey,
What's going on, Chico? Chris Jones?
What kind of weather you have that you can have the windows down?
71.
Jeez.
Man, that's about 20 degrees less than what we got.
88 here now.
I'm trying to get acclimated to the Philippines, so I should have the windows up.
Yeah, there you go. Buy some oversized t-shirts so they hang on you loose.
You got a plane ticket yet, Ronald?
Hell no, I got an idea for a ticket. BA keeps telling me they owe me back pay, but they ain't sent it yet. Damn, dude.
I should have bought one the other day, but I'm not certain on what date I'll be
But
taking
you
up.
mean you gonna buy me a ticket, Tony? Good.
No,
looking out.
buy myself ticket there, Mr. Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah, right. Ain't nothing but war. I ain't got no books.
Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, can you imagine me going for a GoFundMe?
Joe. Sleepy Joe's been screwing everybody left and right lately. He's shaking hands with people he don't even know.
That's why he got COVID.
Yeah. You know that
The man is just too damn old.
The really scary part is if she get in there, because she has absolutely no political experience at that
Who?
level.
Kamala Harris?
Yeah, she would be a disaster.
She's just like any other lawyer.
She'd be a disaster. She'd be laughing off, hey, COVID.
Now, let's see. The only businessman we ever had as president that I remember would be Jimmy Carter. He was a farmer,
Peanut farmer.
peanut farmer.
Mm.
Trump was a landlord.
Yeah, the
Couldn't get
middle
no
of,
worse than that.
yeah, you put them all together.
Mhm. I'm pretty sure we had other presidents that weren't lawyers.
Oh, yeah, a shitload of them were, though. That's for sure.
Most of them were lawyers.
I made this obviously simple observation about these guys. You're always taught right from wrong, being a good person, not being a good, and these guys go on lying and conniving and having a degree in bullshit because they don't talk any more shit than anybody else. They just use different words to make it sound like you're not getting screwed.
Yeah, everything is coded.
If I was a president and all of a sudden they're trying to force electrical modes of transportation on us is what they're doing. But if I was in there and I'm too honest and somebody said, hey, how come you didn't open up that pipeline and keep our gas prices down? And I would have to, I couldn't lie, man. But you use that question right there, that statement, and they know how to twist it. So it makes you feel.
But we're only trying to appease a couple of rich Texans with oils. If we decided to treat the Saudis and the UAE like Indians, that oil wouldn't mean nothing. If everybody was running electric, they have no more bargaining chip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they already billionaires.
Them guys owe us a lot, man.
Saudi, they don't owe us nothing.
No, that Prince does.
No, that Prince don't owe us nothing except his head. He killed that damn Khashoggi.
Think about this. If everyone was stupid enough to buy an electric car, with the high electric prices today and all the diesel and gasoline cars were smashed, and the only way you could get some power if the government had this ration of power, so you could get a little power so you could drive just to your job and back home.
I like the statements that they used to use. Oh, solar energy is cheap. Well, once the big man gets a hold of that cheap fucker, it ain't cheap no more. It's just like as if you had gasoline. You monopolize that shit. You're gonna get some kind of freaking surtax charge or some kind of shit.
Right, but I'd like to cripple the Saudis because they think they hotter than shit. You know what I mean? With all that gold lined up streets and all this other crap. When you cripple them, you take the liquid gold from them. They got barrels and barrels of that crap, and ain't nobody using it mostly. Well, so what is the price of oil now?
It's
$1 a barrel.
100?
No, I mean after that. I mean, if they get a lot of people in electric cars or whatever kind of.
Oh yeah, gas prices would be like they were when I was. Before I was around 15, they were 27 cents a gallon, 29.
Right. You'd have more electric pumps at the station than gas pumps. And then we can cripple the Saudis. Thank you, Thad.
Well, you know what business they could work in? They got plenty of sand. They could make.
I will. Thank you, sis.
They could make glass. They'd be in the window business.
Yeah, but if they make that H2O driving car, like they can turn that hydrogen into a combustible thing to turn a combustible engine, they can do that too. But I just want to cripple the Saudis because they think they hot shit.
Australian Capital Territory announced this week the new cars
Yeah,
bought
I mean,
in their state will have to be electric. Fuck. Well,
just like all the old money, Tony. The old money used to be in coal. Now it ain't. You know, can't keep using
Uh,
coal.
I guess other territories, Craig, are going to get awfully crowded. The stuff in the beginning is such a great idea, but they still have not. I have not heard where they're going to dispose of the byproducts from that, the battery cells. Is it renewable? Can they recycle it?
The same
Yeah.
place they dispose all the nuclear cells from these submarines and all these other
There you
powered
go.
ships.
Yeah, we're going to hide it underneath some mountain and hope the volcano doesn't erupt.
No, stick it in Chernobyl. It's already screwed.
Yeah. There goes Kristen's got some new lipstick on today.
Oh, snap. What flavor?
Right there, man. Could be strawberry.
Strawberry.
Man, when I was a teenager, I used to love it when whatever girlfriend I had that shiny stuff. Tastes real
Lip
good.
balm.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, not that. Something else they pasted on their lips, make it look smooth and shiny.
Jism.
I don't know, not that, man. I wouldn't have been kissing them if they had that.
You know they put some food coloring in it.
Hey, why don't you go brush your teeth and hurry on back here. You know?
Take your dick out of his mouth.
Why you say?
Did he say brush your teeth or it's underneath?
It says Banyan been convicted. There's got to be a fall guy there.
No, he only did that to himself.
He looked. You know what that dude reminded me of? He reminded me of a freaking an alkie that only shaved once every 3 weeks.
Right, and he wears 3 and 4 shirts at a time. What the hell?
Yeah, and he was all pumping himself up to get ready for prison, I guess.
Right? He said, "You're gonna have to rape me after you get all these clothes off."
Now, what comes of all this shit? Nothing.
Well, he's gonna appeal it, and then it's gonna go nowhere either because his
No, I
only
meant-
defense is
I
None.
meant him and Trump. You know.
oh, they over. You know.
Well, what I'm saying is these guys like to make a circus, a show of it, and that's like the pot calling the kettle black, and they're all up thick as thieves, man. You know.
Well, Trump fired Bannon. He fired almost everybody he put in there.
Fired him every 2 months, man.
Right?
I think he had more. Heads of state or some shit than anybody else ever, man. Oh my goodness.
The worst turnover.
Yeah. Well, there'd be even a worse one now, but Biden can't remember shit, so he lets it
Right.
ride.
Yeah, but after Jan 6th, you know how many people resigned that day?
Hmm.
In an instant.
All I know is I can tell you this from experience. The 6 months that I was over there, I didn't hear one lick of none of that bullshit on my TV, on my radio, nothing.
Right?
Keep on sending me my paper. A little bit of an adjustment now and then, and I'm good.
Matter of fact, I was just working on my Amazon Fire Stick today, checking out all the good stuff I'm gonna need when I get to the P.
I had a friend here that knows how to doctor those things.
Doctor.
Yeah, doctor them. You get free everything on that stick. Whatever you can get.
Well, most of it's already free.
I know. On my Samsung 4K smart TV, they got a ton of movie channels and shows on it right off the bat. I don't even need cable. I got the internet and I got that.
Yeah, that's all I got. I don't have TV now.
You know, and some months they say free with ads, but yet there'll be some movies that you click on it and then you gotta sign in and all that shit. I don't want to do that.
Well,
So-
that's just because it's just a free site and you got to sign up. Just use your name.
Well-
That's it.
I'm just saying the other half of that was it's going to be. I'm not going to have to sign in sooner or later. You know, they kind of rotate that like HBO did with Cinemax.
Yeah, and I just found out that Netflix is cracking down on these multiple passwords because they know from my IP address that I'm not at home. So Jonah's like, "What happened to my Netflix?"
Well, you're supposed to be able to change that IP address.
She doesn't have a VPN. I tried to tell her to set up the damn
Oh.
VPN.
Okay, she got it. All right.
Yeah, I got 2 accounts open for my Norton with the VPN, but it's like geometry to her if I tell her how to do it. So her sister can do it, but she won't. She ain't got the patience.
Well, one of these
I told
days.
you I'd be on the Uber, didn't I, Tony?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Totally forgot about that.
So you was bad mouthing me while I was gone, huh?
No, not really.
Yeah, not badly, but not really.
What be?
Not
Wow.
not badly, but not really.
I don't badmouth anybody on here.
Yeah, you do, you lying ass.
No, nobody that I like talking to anyway.
I see everybody's home.
The other shit's justified. So,
Damn.
I ain't one of those yes sir people.
Yes, ma'am, people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I just put $20 of gas in here. Guess how many gallons I got, bro?
1.
4.
Okay, hot foot, man. We'll watch your car while you're pumping gas. Oh,
My nephew, I took him to work.
well, were you doing 90 back and forth or what?
First, I had to take him to driving school, then
Didn't
pick
you
him up from driving school,
Didn't you
then
see
take him to
that?
work.
Didn't you see that? You got electronics on there, could arc and light yourself on fire doing a Michael Jackson.
No, hell, ain't gonna be that old Pepsi commercial.
Make sure you got that cigarette in your mouth while you're doing
Yeah.
it.
You
I
don't
know.
wanna- and they'll interview him. He'll go, I had the same cigarette I had from the event.
We'll be having a hee contest. That's what it's gonna be.
There you go.
Check my mail. I missed.
What was he doing when that happened? Was he doing a Pepsi commercial or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I believe it was a promo for the concert, that the Jackson 5 concert they had, I believe. And he, I don't know, some kind of like pyrotechnics. It didn't agree with the Jerry curls shit he had in his head. I don't know. Well, I'm sure he welcomed singeing his eyebrows, since you like.
That happened to Richard Pryor too, right? Didn't he catch
Yeah.
on fire?
Yeah, he was doing an 8-ball, some coke. That happened to. They say that's why the plane that had Ricky Nelson crashed, because they were doing that. They were doing 8-balls, cocaine. I guess they call it a bump. Miles Rogers, he said, "You don't do it no more." This was in an interview, and they said that Keith Richards said, "Hey, you got a bump," because he wanted that fucking Keith Richards. What is he? 150 years old now?
No, he just looks like it.
Guy smokes like I don't know how much, and he's got to be in his 80s, damn near anyway. Fucking looks like Death's Door.
Well, look, have you seen Willie Nelson lately? I mean,
Yeah.
he smokes weed all the time.
Yeah, I'd rather, you know what? I see these things on YouTube here where they show a person in their prime, 20s or 30s, and then they show them when they're dilapidated or out of shape and they're 80. I mean, that ain't fair. Everybody changes pretty much. Not every, more than not.
Especially them young ladies who were models and actresses and
Nice.
what was that show? The lifeguards.
Baywatch.
Yeah. You seen any of them lately?
The original show is going to be called Gay Watch. with a cast of trans people.
Who's watching it?
Archie, kind of shit.
Has anybody heard from Gear lately?
No, he was there last week. I was on the Christian's thing when we were out hobnobbing with the Filipinas last Saturday.
Oh, that wasn't a very good picnic at all.
No,
Nah.
they had rice. That's all that counts, right?
And these had these little lumpia. I mean, like inch-long lumpias that were hard, dry. I mean, plus you could tell that like COVID was happening because there weren't a lot of old guys there with like new young Filipinos that just came over in the last couple of years.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
It was all just the old folks that
What's
been
up,
around
buddy
for a
Craig?
couple decades.
I'll finish my dinner later. She made some fish with some fried zucchini.
Oh, wow, that sounds nice.
You like zucchini, Tony?
Like fried, yeah, that way.
You like
Eggplant?
eggplant,
Yeah, well,
eggplant parmesan, and
when it's doctored, yeah. I won't eat that shit in its normal state, though.
What is that? What is that?
did you eat that
Eggplant or zucchini?
purple eggplant in the Philippines?
I did not. Not that I can remember, no.
Not me
I don't.
either. I don't eat that.
But keep them. They gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying?
I ate mostly cereal.
They grill it first, then they peel it off of there, and then they mix it with eggs and onions and shit.
My wife
had-
and daughters, they make zucchini fritters, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, if you do it with extra virgin olive oil, it's not bad for you.
But
But I liked it when my auntie made fried green tomatoes. I haven't had them since. Golly.
You probably be shitting up a storm afterwards.
Yeah. Well, it's like I take these dumps that weigh 5 pounds, man.
Good thing you don't get pat down to
That's
the
from all that
TSA.
pizza since you get back.
But I was doing, golly, I ate 4 1 week. But 4, I had it delivered twice.
You had 4 dumps?
No, 3. So that was 2 from pizza and 1 from this other shit place.
Whew. Well, you ain't
Yeah.
gotta worry about no backup.
No.
You're good to go.
Oops.
Then you're good to win.
Gotta go dump a load, right?
All right. Now I got the boy got to text me what time you're getting off work.
You gotta go. Well, maybe you can give me your car and not pay for it, and I'll get it repoed while he's at work.
What did he do? He didn't text me yet.
I heard something in the news that repos are way up now.
Oh yeah, you know what?
I guess people, they stopped getting all their free COVID
Dude,
monthly payments.
They
can't handle it.
they got them. They had them in waiting so bad that they offered me to buy that convertible for $5,000 because
And
they don't
people with
want
good credit, Tony.
they don't want them. They don't want, just like the houses. You get notices. You know what? Remember in the beginning when this COVID thing started, and they gave you a break for a couple of months instead of putting that behind amount at the end of the loan. Well, now they're willing to do all of that shit.
They ready to do everything now because I'm about to get my car up. Well, I'm about to get it repaired now.
It says in one statement I saw from one of my neighbors, it said that even though they let their house go, that any time in between a year's time, any time point in time, they could sign that paper and work a new deal out for that house. They don't want this. They don't want that shit. That was being talked about last summer, but they held it off for a little while. They kind of
with all of it, Tony. Cars, boats,
Yeah.
RV, the whole nine.
well, you're gonna have a freaking farm field full of shit, and they're gonna be taken. Say if you bought a car for 20 grand, they're gonna be selling it to you for the interest at least. That's it. $3,000, $2,000, whatever it is.
I just wait till they get cheaper in the Philippines.
Well, they kept throwing, like anything else, they keep throwing shit at it and hope it'll change or they won't get found out. But eventually that stuff, it comes. It reminded me of 2008.
Yep, I read that, Kiko. Even people with A1 credit is repo and turning in their cars.
Now, you know what? If this would have been back when our fathers were 40, in the 70s or 60s, you were blacklisted for fucking life. You had one repo. That's it. Now they give it. You had it too, Ronald. You had a bankrupt, or if you have a bankruptcy, you can buy another fucking car tomorrow.
Yeah, you do. I did. I had a bankruptcy in '98.
Here we go. The NIMBM. I was on there for a while. I was on there for a while today, and
Yeah,
I forgot whose was I on there? And that was pretty good singing there. Actually, the people could actually sing real good, not just being
a real carrot, or is that just a toe or foot? That look like a real carrot.
Carrot. Oh, it is. It is.
Foot.
It is.
Looks freaky, don't it?
Uh-huh. That's the aliens did that, see?
Oh man, look at that. That's unreal.
You got a little deformed foot there, they got the little toes coming out the side of the.
Hey, that's what happens when you start mixing genes.
I was watching Young Frankenstein the other day, and he's supposed to go in there and get that brain, and then he breaks it. So he takes the abnormal brain, and the guy says, "Where Frankenstein or whatever says, where'd you get this? What was the name of this brain? Abby somebody."
Abby Normal.
Abby Normal. You put a fucking. You put an abnormal brain in there. Oh my God. We're all good.
Because the idiot couldn't read.
Oh my God. Oh, Marty Feldman. He had his eyes were bulgy. I think he had a kidney issue or something that killed him. But he was funnier than heck, man. Peter Boyle, going in there with Gene Hackman was I never knew that was him for years.
What?
But he's sitting in there giving him soup, and he spills it in his crotch and burning. And he pours him a cup of booze or whatever, and he go clang glasses and break his, and lit his thumb on fire, and he's like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving." That was funny, man. Oh, that was a funny movie.
I was watching this movie earlier today. Gareth was watching called
Who?
Gareth was watching this movie called The Patrol.
Gareth?
Yeah. It was about some British soldiers out there in the boonies for weeks on end. And then when the time come to leave, they just wasted 2 weeks out there for nothing. They lost 3 people.
Boy.
And that's why I can't understand. Kiko, don't you feel violated that our commander-in-chief would do some craziness like this?
Like what?
Like, tell all his armed guards, go on up to the Capitol. They're not here to hurt me. Wow.
Yeah.
The commander-in-chief, all those dead soldiers honored for their bravery out on the field. This dickweed got bone spurs that he don't have and don't even know.
Oh, well.
He make Nixon look like a motherfucking rugrat.
Nixon didn't even have to do what he did. He didn't have to. You know who I saw, Ronald? This is so cool too. My first time in Vegas was in '99, and I was at I was off the strip near the Stratosphere Tower there, roller coaster thing. Las Vegas Hilton? I think it was a Hilton. And I looked down the road and I thought, hey, we could walk to those other strip, man. Well, fuck, their blocks are like 20 blocks long here. But G. Gordon Liddy, I saw that guy. He worked as some kind of consultant. G. Gordon Liddy. I go, man, that guy. I was up on that stuff when I was a kid. But Nixon, Nixon didn't even need to do that shit. He waxed McGovern.
Right. I'm saying, but all he did was set up a B&E. He didn't try to bring down the government.
Well, you're going to find yourself at a great peace without this shit when you're there.
I'm telling you, I only keep track of it because I'm here.
I'm not, yeah, exactly. When I was there, honestly, it was out of mind, out of sight, out of mind.
I'm on my video games, Tony.
First thing I do when I get back here it's one gaff after the next for I don't know what they got him jacked up. You got him. I think they turned Biden into a junkie now. He's on his eyeballs. His eyeballs are.
Well, you must have been listening to Fox. That crazy ass Judge Janine. That crazy ass Marina Bartirola, whatever her fucking name is. She talking about what are they doing? They got him down in the basement giving him drugs. Where she come up with this? She making all. She gonna be ducking the rest of them.
She was kind of right. They're not going to the basement to do it. They're just jabbing him in the ass.
They ain't giving this man no drugs.
Oh God, you kidding me? They got that fucker fucking filled up on Percocet.
Hey, you got to show me the proof.
Hey, fellas, I gotta leave for a while. I gotta drive down to Mama's house. So,
all right, Kiko,
I'll try to get on in about an hour, maybe, if you're still here.
Yeah, we'll be here. Cool.
See ya.
Later.
Laters.
Virtual hug from matter of fact, she's from where? Syria, right? So there's a couple of people now that are from where I'll be at. I like that. Little do they know, they don't know I know their language, though, so I know a lot of it, but I've never revealed that yet. No, I'm just kidding.
You like it, but will your wife like it?
Language.
Now that you know girls from your area down there.
I meant people. Let's put it that way. People. I ain't no wife would, man, but if she knew how lazy I was, she'd know I'm not. I got a lot to do in my other part of life now that it's different for me. How I think and what I think about, I gotta get stuff set up so that my little guy will have something after I'm gone.
Right.
And that's a priority for me.
Of course it is.
She doesn't realize, she doesn't get that like I do, probably because, I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, she get it. Trust me. They all get it.
But that is my reason for being right now.
Did you get any of that VA stuff done?
I did not. I meant to. I forgot what I had going on this week.
Hello?
Hmm.
Speaking.
Click.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Well, at least they know your name. Got that part right. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, people that don't introduce themselves first.
I like it when they go, "Who is this?" I go, "Who the fuck is this?" What do you mean? You're calling me. I got tired a couple of times. I hear, it's the same old call selling shit or whatever, wrong number. So one time I'm sitting there and Tits and Fanny. Oh my God. So somebody called me once with some shit, like for the fifth freaking time in 2 weeks. And I said, hey man, could you hold on? Because I'm getting a killer blowjob right now. Could you wait a little bit? and they're like, what? Oh. Yeah, I'll be right with you as soon as I bust a nut, okay? I mean, if somebody tells me, well, you shouldn't say that kind of, fuck that. You shouldn't be calling me repeatedly after I said I'm not interested. But buying whatever whatever is being pushed around, I don't know. But I call these kids up. Well, I didn't call them up. These kids, they must they had the wrong number. They thought it was their friend, and they called me up 3 times in a row, and hung up. So the 4th time, they called and I picked up right away. And I said, hey man, could you call me back? Because I'm getting a killer blowjob right now. And they're what? Ooh, what? And then they went away and they never came back. So, if somebody's going to be rude and crude or, I keep getting a call on my student loans, which I never had one. So, so I blocked that. I blocked that number, unless they're charging me for grade school. I don't know.
All right. And somebody made a mistake.
Yeah.
Once I got on Social Security, they wiped my student debt out.
It's. I thought that was not part of the thing.
What was not part of the thing?
Getting the student loans taken care of.
Yeah, once you get on Social Security, you're already disabled.
Oh, okay. So you just can't file bankruptcy to include that, though. I don't think.
No, not when you owe the government.
The G-Man.
Yeah, the shiesty.
So hello to all the new family members I got there. My one of my sister-in-laws, they got a nice 4K TV, I believe, so they can watch videos to their heart's content now.
Greg says, what is this? The Australian Capital Territory announced this week that new cars in this state will have to be electric from 2035.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
Yeah, I had it up there earlier.
I didn't see it because I was driving, remember? I don't know what it is, but it seems like I can't get on the chat, on the panel from the phone anymore.
It looks like a lot of people from that area are going to be moving to the area without it.
What?
That aren't requiring electrical cars.
They're going to be moving there.
There's a little push in one direction, isn't there? That isn't democracy. They're going to tell you that you got to have this if you live here.
Mm-hmm. You see JB's phone electric bill? He's got what he say? He got 40 solar panels on his roof or something. His electric bill was $13.
Who does?
In Bakersfield.
Oh, John, yeah. That can really help you out if you're a farmer, like that farm channel I watch once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's got it.
Yeah.
Plus the YouTube offsets a couple of things.
What YouTube?
Oh, you got that farmer at a few acres a farm. He's got some solar panels out there. But he used to be he had it made because he was an architect for 20 years, and then he left it because he got stressed out. And his wife was one of the higher paying nurses, and she left her job. And he got the land through a will. So he's a little bit different than the rest of us. The rest of us would have to buy land and make payments on land. And, he's really handy. The guy's smart. He can do everything. You know,
Right.
business side all the way down to repairing these old internationals. Let's have coffee. Okay, you buying then? You got to make a
Right.
buy. You gotta make a-
Christian, did you see that chunk of ice fall off in there the other day
Where?
in Norway?
No.
Somewhere called it's like Stanwich.
Stanwick.
Yeah, something like that.
That sounds like
Big
England.
old chunk fell off. Boom. It's exposing all those mountains and stuff under that ice. It's like what?
You're talking about icebergs or
Yeah, this big old iceberg broke off.
yeah, they scare with that every year. But
Mm.
in fact, there are more ice there now than it was 30 years ago. So it's just
So
bullshit.
Hey, you know
Yeah,
what?
But,
All
but
the,
that's happened, you know. But in the winter again, when it's minus 50, it will go up again.
all these people that think, well, you know, a lot of what's happening today is part of it's from man-made damage to the ozone. But if you look back in history, it fluctuates up and down forever. As a matter of fact, the Mississippi River was frozen from the beginning to the end in early 1900s. So,
Right.
you know, it isn't solely because it's how the earth is. It's just the stuff done today is making it happen sooner than later, you know. But we're all gonna be gone, and we won't have to deal with that.
Nope.
You should come on the panel here, and I promise I'll go on the other one.
What other panel?
Yeah, I just don't understand what they want with people today. They want to scare them to death with environment, and they want to scare them to death with pandemic shit.
Yeah. Now they have monkey. Now they're gonna have squirrel pox.
Yeah, so soon people don't need to think themselves. They can just listen to the government and do as the government says, and everything will be okay.
Yeah, they're gonna
Because
have,
people today don't like to use their brains.
they're gonna have one of those 24-hour day channels. Or it's only gonna be one channel.
Yeah.
Right? Government.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, one program that totally contradicts the other.
Right. Welcome to station WGOV.
And what we all think about freedom is just an illusion, if you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about it.
It's becoming more apparent today that they're not shy about the stuff they do anymore. They don't, you know.
And just say to the government you don't want your what they call this after the birth, you have your birthday and then you have some numbers after that to identify you with. Tell them you don't want that anymore.
An ID number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Social
We'd
Security
be
number.
we'd be 200 W.
Mm.
Anyway, when I was while I was there, I didn't have to. None of that, man. I'm telling you, even if it doesn't get you riled up or pissed off, when you're in a different zone over there like that, that don't bother you because over there it's just people accept it as for what it is, not what it might be, and they just keep on every day, man. They got money to be made to support their families. They don't have time for this. I did enough ranting and raving about the way politicians and government is. It's somebody else's turn now because I had enough of that. I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to simplify it as much as I can.
The only thing I listened to when I was in Thailand was the days you could drink and the days you could not drink.
And the curfew.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's close the liquor stores at 9. That'll do away with all the robberies.
Yeah, well, everybody got a sense of that freedom. They own, be able to move and do whatever you like without bothering anybody. Everybody got that sense of freedom.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you go from your living room to the bedroom. That's your all the freedom you're gonna have.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of here.
And then they work their ass off and think they are lucky. They're buying their own house. Then they have 1 million in debt to the bank.
Dude, the money.
And it will take them 50, 60 years to pay that back. So if they're lucky enough to live longer than 50, maybe they own the house one day.
Yeah, and big people that are younger that are homeowners, they have time to make up when they hit a inflation, part like in 2008 and now. They're going to live long enough to make up what they lost. But for me, it's like, last time I had a house in the town where my kids went to school, I couldn't sell that to save my life. The value of that house went down from 177 to 128.
It's a setup, Tony. It's a setup.
And that was when
about the American dream, have your own house.
Well,
you get a house at 20 years old and you got a 30-year mortgage. By the time you hit 50, if it don't kill you from working to pay for it, you still gonna be stuck.
Especially in today's world.
And now we got millennials that don't want to do nothing. They ain't gonna own no house.
Well, even if they did, the upkeep. I mean, you look at like the neighborhood I'm in right here. A lot of nice places and all. There's a little bit of younger people, little kids, but it's very quiet. And when I do my walk like today, I thought to myself, is the next homeowner of this house or homeowners, are they going to be able to care for it like the other folks did?
It's a trap, Tony. It's a trap. Only people young folks that can buy those kind of houses.
The money
in the fucking financial sector and the people in the tech sector. Ain't no working in the factory going to be able to do it.
The money game, and they're even less than. I mean, try to find a job with a pension nowadays. You're going to work till you die. So say a lot of people out there.
Every job nowadays come with a shovel.
Yeah.
You'll be digging your own bloody grave.
Oh man, God. That's all I say it before. I'll say it again. I'm glad I'm at the point I am in my life, and I'm not 30 years old like my.
Me too. Because when I get to the Philippines, Tony, Christian, Craig, it's gonna be just like this. I might not be sitting in the bed all day, but I ain't gonna be doing a damn thing. Living the rest of his life. That's it.
Yeah. And you won't.
I ain't bringing in no drama. I ain't bringing in no stress. I ain't bringing in none. Motherfucker, you argue out there. Go on over there and take that shit somewhere. Oh.
And if there's a Philippine couple arguing, don't butt in, man.
Oh no! What for? What? That ain't none of my business.
Don't ever, because then don't.
Hey, no, you ain't got to tell me.
I mean, yeah, that's right. You
ain't got to. I was married to 2 of them.
Yeah. Got kicked in the nuts.
I want to get in that. And what idiot that don't understand the language will get into a Filipino argument and he don't know what the hell being said.
Because pulling that knife ain't so. It's more realistic. And you getting away with getting cut. That dude ain't. He didn't mean to.
The only way I'm gonna get involved if it's about me.
Yeah.
Keep my name out your mouth.
And you'll find if unless you search out the bullshit, you'll be quite the happy fellow there.
I'm not in the business. I'm not an expeditionist. I'm not looking for bullshit.
None of business. None of your business.
None of my business. I'm over there doing my thing. I ain't looking for nothing else.
No.
If I want bullshit, I can stay here.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah. I I could have my bucket full every day here.
I ain't looking for no bullshit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, how you going? I'm doing a Ronald today.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
You two are next to each other. That's good.
Hey, every man gets to the Ronald every now and then.
Ronald, he's on his back. He ain't on his side, man.
Yeah.
Well, what now, Tony?
Yeah, there you go. Now you two, he's leaning the other way. I'm surprised your lips haven't touched.
Well, this how horses do. You know, we face the opposite direction for danger,
Yeah.
like cops
There
do.
you go.
You know, cops do the same thing.
Yeah, face opposite direction so I can watch each other's asses.
Mm-hmm. And that was our educational moment for the day.
That's it, man. You should just call this channel Learn a Lot.
Tomorrow we'll be doing geometry.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that one. I'm gonna be up front with my desk on that.
Oh man, Tony, the dentist want to pull out my last 5 teeth. I'm like, hell no, not today.
No, you do it over there.
Yeah, get me a piece.
I went to my optometrist. I had a exam when I was over there, and so I scheduled one here. He had me up for one, so I had to get new contacts. And he says, I'm telling him how it is. Like that, there's 5 optometrists in the city, and every one of them, they don't sell the hard ones, the gas permeable one. They don't. And he looks at me and he goes, well, they got this. They got to have that. I said, you're missing something here with the logic and the reasoning. I asked them, and they say they don't. Why they don't? You get another, I don't know. And I said, it's just the way it is. He looked at me like I didn't know what the hell. Okay, you go over there, and we'll see how red in the face you get.
Mm-hmm. Like the pharmacy. How come you ain't got no gauze?
I asked one pharmacist not too far from where I was staying. I said, you got a scam going on here because certain pills, they only say have 50 milligrams to it, and your prescription is for 75. So they don't have a 75. You're gonna have to buy a 50 and a 25. You got to buy twice. So that's with a 12% VAT, but still, for me, it's like $100 for 3 months worth, something like that. So that ain't so bad for me, but I said, well, I asked direct question. I said, are you ever going to have any? He said, no. I'm like, okay. So there's no point in me asking why. I had my wife went there, and they said one lady said, "Ma'am, why are you getting a 50 and a 25? Why don't you just get the 75?" We don't have it there, in Gazzano in the mall there. But I got to ask for myself, and when I ask for myself, you got to take a photo. That helps. If you take a photo of a pill or a script written on the bottle, it's all a plus.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't carry one, and they never will carry a certain dosage, there's nothing you can do about it. You either got to live with it or you don't. I'm not one of those guys who's going to rant and raving because I got to buy the 50 and the 25. I'll ask, but I'm not going to get upset. It makes for a happier life, and especially when you're retired too.
All right.
The car. Forgot my blood pressure was the best over there.
Mm.
I had some kids come up to me, Craig, and one of the videos I got coming out, I don't know, this year or next year, and they had an accent. They might have been Aborigines. I don't know. It sounded like they had an Australian accent. I did, but I didn't bother because whenever kids say something to me, I just go, "Oh, okay," and I keep going.
Yeah, okay.
But they definitely were. They weren't from around there. That's for sure.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Because when I heard him ask me, "Where you from?" He had that accent. I learned that from Crocodile Dundee. Thank you. When I saw that guy looked like he's going to speak some foreign language, and he speaks, it's like straight up English. When the dude was dark, Oh man, it's like sitting in the oven today, boy. And the only room I have with a fan is in my bedroom. Hell, I could have went in there, man. Shit. Oh, well. Thanks for all the family members there watching tonight, and all the new subscribers that I have out there. I got 2 today, and then one went away. I can imagine why, but
Yeah, sometimes YouTube take them off if they
this
just
one
come
was
bang.
this one was not going to happen for me. So
Okay.
I don't know. The one I tell you, I got about 190. I just I don't get rid of any of them because just I might watch somebody's channel for a while and get bored, and I'll go back to that one I haven't seen in 2 years. So
Yeah, right.
I like my options like that.
Yeah.
It seems to me when you have a couple here, you go on one, everybody talks about the one that's not there. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole strange world, YouTube.
Yeah.
Damn. That was strange. I dropped my keys on the nightstand, right? It hit this nickel and it started to spin on top of the fucking phone.
Uh-oh.
What?
I gotta go potty here. Hold the fort.
Magic.
I'll shut the door while I'm in there.
Thank you.
Let's have coffee. Whew. That coffee I made this morning was straight up mud. I could have chewed it.
I got no bloody milk in the fridge again when I woke up. They put leave the container in the fridge, but it's empty. Like,
those kids are terrible. Same use.
Yeah.
My father called himself fixing us one day. Who went up in there and drank my Pepsi? Somebody went up in there again and drank his Pepsi. Ah, you dirty bastards. You didn't know I peed in it. It wasn't me. I'm always the one getting the ass whooping, so it wasn't me. Probably my sister Mina. She didn't care. Somebody's full of piss. It tastes funny, they said. I bet it did. I don't go drinking nothing that ain't mine. I don't know what you done did to it. Mm-mm.
Man, I can't be bothered walking to the shop to get more because I'm exhausted. We've got to do night shift tonight as well. So,
Oh, tell me, I know the feeling. I used to work graveyard.
yeah. Yeah, when I did the roster for the month, I had this weekend off, but then you got something with his son on today or something, so I swapped yesterday for today. And,
Good on you.
Yeah.
Good on you. It'll come back to you tenfold.
Oh, yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, you got to, family first, isn't it?
Yeah, good things happen to good people. Never fail. At first, I thought this dude was going to renege on my car repair because he wouldn't answer the phone when his insurance company called him. But he finally answered and told him, yeah, it was our fault. So now I got to, matter of fact, I got to call these people up before they leave.
Oh, did you have a crash?
Yeah, I got hit back in June.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
remember
I'm going to court. I'm going to court for a bus. The bus took me out in March or something. And anyway, argued, and then a letter turned up, and he hit me, and they want me to pay for the bus. I said, no, I'll see you in court. So I'm going to court.
Go. That reminds me. Ugh, I got to pay that $150 speeding ticket.
Wow.
Yeah, I
How-
had it mitigated down from 210.
Okay. How much over the limit were you?
Oh man, I was coming down a 35-mile-an-hour hill doing 57.
Okay.
That's a ticket at jail speed.
That's a ticket and a fine. I mean, a ticket and a dinner in county.
Hey, that's how I look at it. When I was in the Army, I had two cars. I had a 71 Cutlass and a 70 Camaro. So I lived up here, which over 50 miles away you're not supposed to be. It's got to be within 50, but I didn't know that. So one night I used to drive 50 miles an hour because I'm drinking a pitcher of beer between my legs. But I'm speeding in my Cutlass. The guy pulls me over and I get a ticket. The next night I had a Camaro and I was doing 81, but he got me at I forget. Was it 75 or something? And he gave me two options. It was a Saturday or Sunday. He said, you can either pay that, follow me to the police station. You can pay it now, or go to jail and see the judge on Monday. It was $110 fine. I had $115 on me. So I followed him in there, paid it, got a receipt and all that good shit. But the same guy busted me 2 nights in a row.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I had 2 different cars. So what are the chances? Same freaking spot.
Oh.
Oh my God. I used to make that trip every day for a year and a half, 60 miles one way.
Man.
Illinois is brutal, man. Back then they had safety inspections once in a while. Some of the on-ramps you had to pay whatever, 30 cents or 20 cents, whatever. And this old guy was in line. I was behind him, and his mother was even older. He was probably in his middle 60s, and she was in her upper 80s. He told she goes to get out of the car because he told him, he said, get out of the car. He was just pissed off about something. And the old lady was she got out, and he goes, I didn't tell you to get out. Get back in the car. Holy shit. Oh.
Granny got some spunk.
Oh, my God. The way he was talking to him, man. He was talking to him like he was talking to some repeat offender and something,
You want that inheritance, you better listen.
I thought, shit, man. These people don't get any respect. I was at one of the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles here once. And it was at about 3 o'clock. The next guy in line was the elderly guy. Probably, early 80s. Got a cane and that stuff. Baseball hat. Hearing ain't that good. Because the guy said, hey, Pops. Come over here. I thought to myself, if I say something, man, I'm going to get waited on. So I had to bite my tongue because everybody's looking like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? If you don't like that, oh, God, that was bad news. Thank God it wasn't my grandfather, It ain't the point of whether I could have kicked his ass or not. It's the point of him saying what he said and how he said it.
Yeah.
You can't talk to people like that, man. You just can't. You don't know them,
Yeah.
don't like that at all, man. When I'm all done with that job, ooh, boy, I better plug in my thing here, man. I'm rolling. Getting low on juice.
Yeah, I'm on the laptop here. It's it's got about an hour left.
How long ago did you wake up? What time is it there?
It's like 9:30 in the morning, something like that.
Saturday morning, huh?
Yeah, we've got to work 5 o'clock this afternoon.
You?
So.
You are? Is that mandatory?
Yeah, the car's rusted on, so it has to be out there. So I'm doing it tonight.
Well, there's a stranger.
I had 2 big days. I did 16 hours on Thursday, and then I did 14 hours yesterday. So I'm pretty stuffed today.
Yeah, well, I don't know how old you are, man, but I used to do shit like that. I can't do that no more.
Sorry, go.
I would work a 12-hour day, then go out all night long, party, and then go back to work. And just the thought of that, I had lucky for me, I had a leaky exhaust in that Camaro I had, but the windows were down a crack, both of them. So I fell asleep with my girlfriend there at the time. But I thought, and I woke up, man. I thought, oh my God, the car was running for like 8 hours, man. I was surprised that it was still running. I thought, man.
I used to be able to do it 20 years ago. You know, it wasn't a problem. But
Dude,
on Thursday, it doesn't coming up to finish on my shift, and then because we're about 80 kilometers from a ski resort, and then have like RACV, which is like a your breakdown service or whatever. Anyway, they rang, and then someone broke down on the mountain, so the other car had to go pick him up. I only left one car in town, so I had to stay out till he got home, and then that ended up being over 4 hours because he got it. Where he took the people was $523 taxi fare. So,
you leave them hanging and come back and get them when the week starts.
There's no better answer this phone. They close at 5. They dicking around.
Yeah, you don't want to do it because you got to get chains and all that shit. But anyway, you got to, if you've got the account, you got to keep the account holders happy, you know.
I thought I used to go, hey, man, let's drink all night. I'm working a double shift tomorrow. I'm a second shift guy. I got to be there at 6 a.m. and it's freaking 2 a.m. and I'm wasted.
That's right. When I was an apprentice, you'd go out, see a band, and then you'd start at 7 in the morning. I'd go straight to work, have a shower at work, and then start working. I mean, you could do it, but not now.
I'm quite glad that day that I didn't get too many. I had a walkie-talkie, so whoever needed me could call me on it. So I found a nice quiet place to sleep, and then if they called me, I'd be right there because I had three apartments out on the 3rd floor, and one out in the newer building. We called it new building. It was built in '76, and heat treat and all of that. And big ramp. I'm pushing a 700-pound box up, and fuck. Oh my God. That was a workout in itself. But my goal was the faster I fix it, the more time I have to screw off. That was my goal. And fix it the right way too. We had machine repair builders that would get a job and just milk the shit out of it and really do nothing more than it was before they got called down to fix it.
You got to milk being on hold.
Then when I fix it, I was telling a guy the other day, I had this. We had these little units called uniplates. There was a track with these shackles that go down into the block body, and would kick the kick plate, keep it in there. and we had these two fingers go back and forth, release, hold, release, hold. And every day we were going through a couple of these suckers, and I was getting tired of that shit. I mean, it was automatic work. I mean, every hour that you charged that department, they lost, in production. So I used to hang out, talk to the guy who was on it, and I was watching it one day. It broke, and I decided instead of just going and get another one, because the tube crib guy'd get pissed, because he had to take out the broken screws in them. So I take the block off in the back that where the airlines went into it, just some kind of graphite deal, and I looked at it and I go, wow, this thing's hitting that. The finger's too long when it retracts. It's spanking that. That's why it's busting the screws. So a friend of mine, I didn't have to do a work order. Everything you got to do a work order with, So he worked in this satellite tool room, tool and die guy. I said, hey, Ronnie, you board us out a little bit so that doesn't hit. Put that back in there. And the last 2 years I was there, they never got a call for it. And I fixed it. And these dudes with more education than me didn't fuck, ain't no shit. I mean,
I just wanted to keep coming back for work.
No, they would. We had one guy that was one of our instructors, and the difference between them and me was, I troubleshoot stuff, and I got to get in and out. If it's time consuming, I either take it, get it later, or pass it off to the next shift, or call one of those guys. Because they can stand on one machine all night long. I couldn't, because I was on modules with 11, 12 people. So if those 11 to 12 people aren't working, that's wasted money. So that was a priority, those guys, versus a single machine, because you could go downstairs on tables, they call it. It's like some prehistoric machine where you bumped it with your knee and it'd rotate, the wheel would rotate around, and guys never give me credit, man. One guy did one time to somebody else, but not to me, because it probably pained him to admit something. But I saw him buy a box machine that folds and tucks the boxes for the locker locks, padlocks too. And I said, there's a screw on there. I said, the thing was all the way out. Now here's guys with more education than me again, plus the first shift guy, that they didn't know what else to do with it. And the screw was all the way out. So there was no more room for adjustment. You had to go back in and start over again, with because everything tied together, all the moving parts.
Yeah.
And that one guy, he was working on one of the plug mill machines that make the cylinder where the key goes in. We had a mill that milled that the end off, made it look like a little finger, And so I went over there because I know the machine. I said, "You need some help, Jack? What are you looking for?" He said, "A keyway. It keeps that what do you call it, from spinning around, out of sync." And he said, "I got 25 years of experience." I said, "Maybe that 25 years of experience will help you find that motherfucker." And then I walked away, man. He didn't look at me at all, man. I mean, I wasn't as educated as them. Like I said, I had to do quick fixes. If that didn't take, I'd have to call them guys. But I was trying to point something out that I've seen over and over many times. So I'm trying to save him a little trouble, That spindle, there's a spindle when there's a motor, and they don't always want it to go around as fast as that RPM on that motor,
Mm-hmm.
And he was working on it, and he was looking for that. And all that keyway was a little piece of lead. It was like a racetrack oval, little, not very long, just two rounded sides, two straight sides. And that's what I was trying to suggest to him, where to look, But I thought, okay, you got 25 years experience, I fucking he never came at me, and bitched about it. When I said, he probably felt like a dick afterward. But I had that. I didn't rehearse any of that. But I thought, yeah, I'm trying to help you, man. I ain't saying that you can't do what you're doing. I'm trying to point something out to you so you don't have to spend all day looking for it. But he he felt a little different about the whole deal, you know. So, but I loved it, you know. He told somebody once on a machine, he said, "Man, he really knows a lot. I'm surprised, you know." And yeah. So the guy that trained me on these key groovers, he says, you know, he's one of these guys that can sit around for 3-4 hours fucking around, you know. And I did a changeover with him. He was hanging around the machine. He told somebody, "Oh, he's doing it all wrong," you know. "Oh, I'm doing it all wrong, but it's running pretty freaking good, isn't it?" You know, I had opportunity. Well, that guy was a cool guy with me, so I wasn't gonna bitch him out. But you know, I got a pay grade where I was making $18 an hour in 1999.
Yeah.
And my job got eliminated, and my wage was guaranteed for 1 year. After that 1 year, I'd have lost $6 an hour.
Shit.
So I'm like, nah, I think I'll take the buyout. They allowed me to take my get my pension and $8,000. They gave me $15,000. The union took 42%. So I got like 8,000. I'm like, Jesus, these guys are. So I quit. You know, I didn't consult my ex-wife about it either, but she wasn't too happy. But I mean, I wasn't going to sit there and do that manual shit like I used to. I couldn't stand on a concrete floor. My knees were bad.
Yeah.
But it was a blessing that I left there, because that pension was only $800 a month here. You know, my dad's Social Security was almost double that. So
Yeah.
I went and did 19 years with the bus company, and that helped me out.
I was watching something a couple of days ago, and it was like 2021 or something. They're still saying the minimum wage in America is like $7.25 an hour. Is that right?
Yeah, I think they tried. The last I knew it was they were trying to get McDonald's people $15 an hour. But what McDonald's did was they went automated with
Bloody hell, everybody's all
cashier
fucked up now.
instead of
we can't do
4.
repairs until September now. And suck
And then-
my September big toe.
You got a hammer toe?
We can give you an estimate, but we are backed up. Everybody's pretty much around here says they're backed up.
Backed up for what? Backed up for what?
With auto repair.
That's a nice way of saying find somebody else, huh?
Yeah, all I need is if you call up Honda and say, I need 2 packing panel doors, one for the passenger side front and one for the passenger side back. Take the old doors off and put the new ones on, and we're done.
You can do a panel? Why you gotta get new panels?
No, the whole door panel.
Oh. The inside you're talking.
Well, I mean, they're not going to take the door apart and bang it out, the dents.
Oh, no, that.
New
Okay.
door.
But still
And
got a
usually
paint
they-
on,
They like to do that, say to themselves, because believe me, if you have the wrong insurance, some insurance company like mine was Acuity, they'll give me the best everything, new this and new that. Some
Well, the
insurance
car is new.
companies,
They better give you new doors.
they would have said, take a freaking dent puller, you know, or get something from the boneyard. It's shit.
The car is
Yes,
new.
get secondhand parts, yeah.
Yeah,
especially
knockoff crap.
panels and stuff.
Yeah, they don't line up and all that. Yeah, but-
Yeah, right. No, that's a brand new car. They got to get brand new doors
yeah.
if they want to put the thing right. And I'm like, well, the dude is with USAA, so you know I got unlimited range. I'll ask for that Ranger again. I mean,
Does your insurance, like if you have an accident or something and your car can't work, do you get coverage for the money you lose because the car can't work?
yeah, they'll total it out, and with the gap, it'll cover the rest. It's a done deal. The car paid for it totally all the way around.
When you buy new, you get gap insurance to
Right.
to pick up the difference between what it's worth and what you owe.
Right.
Okay.
Because if you don't, you could have a brand new car gets totaled, and you still got to make a payment for
Yeah.
another year.
Yeah.
Something you ain't got.
So you got to prove you got insurance for it for the.
Well, you do, but
mortgage or
but
whatever.
that part of it is on you to get it.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
get that.
They could care less whether you get it. You're going to pay them one way or the other.
You're gonna pay. You might as well pay for the gap.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
here,
still
if you want to borrow money to purchase a car, they won't give you the loan unless insurance is part of it. So yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you
But,
can't drive off the lot without insurance.
Like a home, you have to get mortgage insurance if you don't put down a certain amount required to not carry that, then you have to carry it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing about a VA loan. You don't have to do none of that.
And that's what I got this one through. Yeah. That
VA
would've-
loan.
They would have
Well,
made a
I'm too old to own a house. Tony, what the hell I look like owning a house now?
Nah. Well, I ain't owning shit. Well, I'll do what I can.
I get me about 4 cardboard refrigerator boxes and tape them together.
And color some curtains on it.
You know what I'm saying? Do like one time. This is crazy glue.
Little planter hanging out there,
You see his bathroom? He got a fucking pickle inside the jar.
Fucking low, leaning all over.
Mm.
Oh man.
Then he talk about, and now we're about to add another addition. And he punch a hole in there. It's a family room or some shit.
Hey, we had this. This gay dude. A regular guy, driver at work, and some gay dude grabbed his junk, and he was all upset. This guy would go catting around. He wanted to be his wing. He wanted me to be his wingman.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that shit. But anyway, he was telling us a story, and I said, hey Jack, did that make you feel naughty? Did he get a little bit of a rise? He goes, that's so bad, And I feel it for you, but come on, man. Your initial reaction was that things started to uncoil, didn't it?
Did it move? Did it move?
Yeah.
Release the Kraken.
He goes, no. He goes, no, but really, I said, I understand what you're saying, but I'd have never told anybody that.
No, hell no. Well, I did. When I was in Singapore, we got off the Liberty boat, drinking a couple of brewskis. I hit the beach. These dudes looking like bitches walked up on me, grabbed my junk. My boy hollered back, yo, Jeff, them is dudes. I'm like, oh, man.
That's so what? Is your shit's getting harder, huh?
No, I didn't get a chance to react. Then he said, yo, that's a dude.
Whoop.
Fuck, I know.
Went limp quick, no time, huh?
Oh, hell, I'm like, I could have freaked out like that jarhead did in the Philippines and killed that mother.
Yeah. Well, that dude was liquored up, and it's not in the best interest for a ladyboy to not say anything, because you're going to eventually
Get beat
found.
down.
That guy's humiliated for one, the bitch, whatever it was, didn't tell him. I think the government paid the Philippines. He got out.
Yeah, they paid big money.
But, come on, man. How many of us, a lot of us say shit, but, it scared the fuck out of me.
I'm man enough to say, oh, yeah, they got me, man. But I don't go running around to their clubs and shit.
We had a guy at work that said, "Oh, a lot of people, I do this, I do that." But one guy, you would expected him to, kick this guy's ass. But he was on one of those truck stops watching them little quarter movies or whatever they are, X-rated movies, and there's a hole in between each stall.
Gloria.
And the guy, and he hears this voice go, "Hey, you go stick your dick in there, I'll suck it." He said he lit out of there real quick. You know, and he's one of these guys who, before that, he went, oh, man, I'd whoop his ass for doing that. But he scared the shit out, you know. I mean, you can understand how that guy, why he got the way he got in the Philippines, you know. I mean, when you're that drunk, you ain't looking at no Adam's apple or nut. I mean, they could have had it shaved, you know, shaved down. Oh, I had some good singers on here today. I forget what the heck they're. Very good, man. Two of the people had some good. And that was sitting down too. Where are we at here? Oh man. Almost 2 hours already. I feel like I'm in the sauna. But I have to run that car longer. I got a battery in the garage, and I got it off the floor. So I put a little juice on there. I'll be able to, because with that Camaro, you can't turn the key back to get it out if there ain't no power.
That's handy.
And I don't know how that yellow one's gonna. I can't even get in the frick. There's two sets of keys. The power part obviously ain't gonna work, but I tried one of them, and it wouldn't even open the door manually. I went, oh shit! So you can't jump it if you can't get in it, right?
Get your Slim Jim.
Flam dip.
Slim Jim.
Oh my god!
You know how to use the Slim Jim, right?
Oh yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Do it on the passenger side.
Comp used to do that for you here, and then they got fucking bothered by it. They got bothered by everything. They don't even. I remember when I was younger, there'd be an accident. They'd sweep up the glass. These guys now they don't even do that shit.
They don't only pick up the casings.
Glass on the road? Nah, that's a lot of work.
Blood? No, we don't do blood. Teeth? That's evidence. Pick those up.
Yeah. One guy, we were at a bowling tournament, and one of our friends, he dropped. I know it was crack cocaine. He had his pocket in front of his shirt, and he goes to throw his ball, and the shit came flying out of it. And we said, "Hey Mac," his name was McNally. I said, "Hey Mac, you dropped your rock. You got your crack on the line there. Don't be touching that foul, that laser there. It'll be a foul." That guy was hilarious. His mama was connected to what mafia there used to be here. And mom was a good-looking woman too, man. His dad kicked her ass a lot, and I got to think that maybe he ain't around no more. You know, maybe they got rid of him. Well, they would have for sure, because she had a cousin that was close to the big boss. The big boss here operated here and then Kansas City, Missouri. It's Ballasteri. But
another damn phone update.
Got a silver alert.
No.
Well, Gio's been having fucking buku live streams lately.
Who?
Gio in the Philippines. He got a new girlfriend. He's living. I don't know where the hell he's living now. If he's living in Cebu or.
Didn't he get engaged 3-4 months ago?
I don't know, but I told him the lady that he was with. I said, "Well, you're gonna have to marry this one." I just commented on a video the other day. You heard that, Craig?
Nah, I saw something because last time I saw him was a couple of months ago, and he just got engaged to some chick after 2 or 3 weeks from Manila or some shit.
I don't know where he's living though. He was in Davao. He was doing a little traveling. He was
Yeah,
in
that's
Davao,
right. Yeah, he was in Davao, but she was from Manila or something.
and then they went up to I don't know if they went back to Dumaguete or Iloilo or I forget.
Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah,
you
I
could
just haven't had the time to keep up.
you could tell. I just looked at that when I saw them too. I thought, well, he's got a bit of a different attitude with this one. You know what I mean? Kind of on the happier side.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it takes a few to find the right one sometimes.
Yeah, he's probably having more live streams because he's probably having to go through money now.
Maybe.
You know, I mean, maybe he told the other ones, "I ain't giving you nothing," but this one, he just knew if he said that she'd be out of there. You know.
Yeah, always costume one way or the other.
Yeah. Yep. It brought you into the world. It'll take you out.
Yeah.
That's one of the only things on earth that once he brought you in, it'll take you out.
Yeah, well, it's all one big journey, isn't it? It's just
roller coaster ride. Man.
Yeah, who knows what's around the corner.
You just you hope that I told my son the other day, he's like my dad. He don't like to do any more than he has to. And I said, look, I was talking to my neighbor the other day, and she said, yeah, we cut your grass one time, and that guy did on the other side. And I thought, wait a minute. He came over the next day. I said, well, what's with this cutting the grass thing, man? You're supposed to do that at least once a week, if not every other week. Mm-hmm. And he didn't like taking care of my finances while I was gone because he missed 2 bills. They went to a bill collection. I said, if I wasn't so worried about my credit, I'd have been pissed, you know. Mm-hmm. But I said, I'm telling you this, and listen to me when I'm telling you. I said, the way you are about that is the way you are about everything, and you are not going to go far in a marriage because you don't want to put much effort into anything you do. So I'm telling you, for your sake, I said, you've never had a car payment, Biggs. So the car he got from me, I had him pay me $135 a month for 2 years, and I had 19,000 miles on it. Plus, I put a new set of tires on it because I had a couple got some shit in there, went flat, you know. Mm-hmm. And I said, you've never had no $400 or $500 car payment, and you know you're not going to want it because you got student loans. I said, why don't you take the one I got here when I leave? I said, my dad would have told me that. I said, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. In a heartbeat.
Shit, yeah.
I'd have finished this sentence.
No. I would have been like, what, was he freaking on something or what? Because
You having a stroke?
But I tell him this because I said, look, the further you can get down the road before you have to buy any other thing you're going to be paying that on, the better, you know. Because I said, whether you like it or not, you're going to have a house. You're going to get married, and that girl's going to want a house. So I try to show him stuff here. I don't know everything, but I know a few things. And what little I do know, I try to show him, and he just
stuck on.
You're going to give a shit when you get a house. Trust me on that. I would bet his lifetime work money that he's going to run into some shit. And he's going to say, hey, Dad, this happened. What do you think caused it? Well, let me see off the bat, knowing you probably didn't change the furnace filter. So, you know, thing is running like hard because it's dirty. But I try offering him all these little bits. Well, I never got. My dad was a renter all his life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
wrong with renting.
No, there's not. But my dad was a renter, so he couldn't pass anything on. Like I was saying earlier, I learned all I know from watching folks, you know, before the internet.
Well, I'm glad I didn't buy all that crap that they try to make us buy. A house, car, RV. I'm a repo king. You can come get this motherfucker.
Mm. I had one.
Because Tony, you know the best thing about it is when you give me a subprime loan, don't expect me to pay it.
You know, I was talking earlier. I was thinking. I remember when I was a kid that the people who lived in front of us. There was 2 houses per lot, and this one guy had his car repoed, and he was about 40 something years old, maybe mid 40s, early 40s, and back then, you got blacklisted, man. Good luck trying to get another car. I said, now the whole world's in debt, and they'll give you another car tomorrow. You're going to get a higher interest rate, but you're going to get a car. You can do the same thing. You can get that car. I had a brother-in-law that would get a car and not pay on it.
Tony, I had just gotten 2018. I had a 2012 Chevy Malibu. I had a repo. I told the people, come get the car. They came and got it. They threw on my credit report, involuntary repo. I said, no, man, I called y'all. What the hell you talking about? So they put that on the credit report. So I went back down to the dealer where I got the other car at, and he gave me the 2020 Chevy lawnmower.
It's when you surrender it yourself. It's supposed to be known as look bad upon you. That was at a time when you could do that, but don't matter now.
No matter now because they're gonna lie. And that's what I got in the mail the other day.
Offer for a car?
Yeah, they still trying to get $8,000. Good luck.
Yeah.
You think I am a minion? Shit.
You go, hey. You know what's beautiful about the spot that Ronald are in? If you have a house, you have cars, they cannot touch. And I got this directly from a lawyer. They cannot touch your Social Security or pension as long as you have that social direct deposit. There's something about getting a check and paper that makes the thing different, but they can't touch either of that shit. So you're gonna have people forever going, "Hey man, we'll make you this deal to keep this and that," you know, or throughout the whole process of a bankruptcy, you can still at any time. You can still do this and keep the house.
Right. And those idiots at the collection agency, they'll buy it up, say I owe $8,000. They'll buy it for $5,000 and try to get the whole $8,000.
I knew this guy had 2 cars once. He told me about it. They called him and gave him an offer on one. And he said, what about the other one? What other one? The repo people said. So I got 2. I didn't have one in here, and it don't look like they're in much of a hurry for that one either, or for the one that, you know. Oh my God. It's amazing how you can make this shit work for you, today's world, here at least. What we got there? Can she wave, man? She ain't paralyzed, nothing, huh? There you go. Took her long enough.
You should get to the Philippines, Ronald. You got that waiting for you. I'll be there next week.
Yeah, he's got to wait. He's got to get his he's going to get his booster, but I was thinking about getting the Pfizer because the Moderna almost killed me, both of them, to get away from that pre-travel testing shit, you know, within 3 days prior. And I thought about it, but then I see these people that got this news channel off away from the major networks, and one of the people that worked for him was a whistleblower. That seems to be pretty popular nowadays. And by saying that, it's supposed to make whatever they say right, you know, a fact. But they Pfizer didn't disclose all this data they had. that they should have disclosed. People were dying for various reasons or had side effects for whatever reason, maybe based on whatever current health condition they had.
Sorry.
But
Yeah, I watched a doctor out of India or somewhere, I don't know where it was, 2 days ago, saying that it's been proven now that the Pfizer is changing the DNA structure in people's livers.
is that right?
Pretty amazing. How accurate it is, I don't know, but
I think I'm going to do the 72-hour prior process because I made it through those other two, and being a guy, man, I'm sitting here with pain. I know something's going on, but it was about 8 hours after I got that shot that I was feeling like that. And I told my cardiologist, I told the guy at Walgreens that gave me the local drugstore chain, and they look baffled about it,
No, that's not inspiring.
Yeah, this is the same cardiologist. Now they're doctors. They're supposed to know, they do know what the side effects of whatever the meds that you're taking do to you. When I got home from that surgery I had with the cyst in my brain, I said, look, doc, man, it's like I got half the lung capacity. I can't really big breath, I can't yawn or nothing. It scared the shit out of me. And it turns out that one of the pills that I was taking constricts your chest cavity. So
Lovely.
why didn't they just tell me that shit? So what I did, I accidentally, I was drinking some Coca-Cola, and I burped, and that allowed me to breathe normal, like I was. I told them that too, and they look at me like a bunch of fucking dogs that turn their head,
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go off because I snapped on one guy one time. He says, "So what brings you here?" I'm like, "You got the fucking paperwork. My blood pressure was 185 over fucking 90, man, 95. That's why I'm here. What do you think I'm here for? The nurses? I mean, yeah." He kind of laughed. He goes, "Oh, thank you for your patience today." Because I took that blood pressure pill, and about 15 minutes later, boy, I was good,
Okay.
Oh my God. I had that. I became aware of that when I had my colonoscopy, and my guy checked my throat too. 2 for 1, man. He goes, I said, "Hey, can I have both of them done?" He goes, "Sure. We don't do that shit here. We'll do both of them." So that out of pocket, I only had to pay the one time. So that was cool, man. You don't get many breaks like that anymore, Holy shit.
I know here, buddy. I went to milk yesterday. Milk's gone up 20 cents a litre here. So just the start of all the groceries going up because of the fuel prices. So
you know what?
It's like from $4.20 to $4.80. It's a massive jump.
I went to last Thursday. I went, and usually the Coca-Cola here, they'd have it'd be like $4 something for 12 cans. I think they come in. It's $5.99 for 12 cans now. It's $6. And so my son, told my son to stop there and get some. Not that though. He got me the 2-liter bottle, and that shit must have been in that store forever, because after I open it, the initial pour, even when I put that cap back on tight, it's almost flat. So they had a sale because they wanted to get rid of it. But I ain't buying that shit for $6, man. Forget it.
Well, me think so.
You watch their sales go down. I mean, they got to answer to fucking, what do you call it? Their own stock. They got to pay the dividends,
I don't know. It's going nuts here. It's $11 to buy iceberg lettuce now. Fuck man.
What? How much?
$11.
Ah.
Or $10.99, whatever, you know.
So
Because we've got shortages, and then we've had floods in Queensland, so they've lost a lot of the crops up there.
yeah, and then next there'll be a strong Antarctic wind that blows and it goes up because it was a little too cold, or there's a worker shortage. They couldn't get all the trucks and all this other shit.
No, it's getting to the point. I'm thinking of breaking. The kid's trampoline is probably, I don't know, 8 years old or something. So I'm thinking of pulling that down and putting veggie gardens where that was, because it's just getting so expensive. Can't afford meat, and now you're getting to the point where you really can't afford veggies. It's stupid.
But they must know how to play the game, because they're going to play themselves right out of some serious money,
Nah, but you control the food, you control the people.
Well,
But I don't know. I've seen something. How do you say it? Amish, somewhere in America the other day. I was watching it on-
Amish.
Yeah. He got the whatever federal marshals or what had come in and ended up with over $100,000 in fines because of the way he was slaughtering his animals and stuff, and doing them to members. She was trying to get it and whatever. And I'm thinking, Jesus, they're going to attack anyone who's going to be self-sufficient.
They have different that state law is a state law or federal law when it comes to you can if you grow it, you can do it for yourself, but like in New York State, you can do it whatever way you want, because you're only providing food for you're selling a certain amount from a farm to go to the farmer's market. But if you're over a certain other amount, you got to have the USDA stamp on it. And there's different rules for how the animal gets slaughtered. And,
I don't know how it works, but I just found it interesting that, it was interesting.
I don't know. I didn't think any of that stuff pertained to Amish. It's just like if you're riding behind a horse and buggy, you got one of them, triangle farm signs on them, the orange ones, and if you go around them, it's illegal.
Yeah. No, I was just because I watch it. They like that Doug and Stacey channel, whatever it is, and I watched it because it came up on me, subscriber thing, and and I thought it had like 1.4 million views in 3 days. I thought, well, that's over the top for them, so I'll go and have a look at it.
I thought those guys were exempt from that shit, though. Was that Amish guy selling this stuff to chain stores, or is it for their own consumption?
No, well, his understanding was because he was doing it to other Amish, however you call them, families and communities and whatever. But he was aware that there was an amount you couldn't go past. So what he'd done, he'd created like some sort of membership thing that people join, and then he thought he was exempt from the laws, and he weren't selling through his members or whatever. I don't fully understand it, but that's the gist of it. Yeah,
that goes right back to what I said about when you're a self-sufficient, self-serving farm. You don't got to get the stamp if you're under a certain amount.
Yeah, and they were saying he didn't have proper refrigeration because he was doing for refrigeration, he was just hiring refrigerated trailers or whatever and using them for a couple of day period, and they're saying no, it's not proper infrastructure or whatever.
Some of those guys, some of those Amish people, there's different factions where some you can't have any electricity, period. Kerosene lamps, all that kind of stuff. But there's different in there. They're Dutch, or they call it Dutch. Somebody called them Dutch because they couldn't pronounce Deutschland or something way back when. But people associate Dutch with Netherlands, I think.
from someone in, like I don't understand it, or even all the laws here and that, but just what I was amazed at is that the way they came in with the force. It was like an army attacking him.
Oh, ATF. They're probably the ATF.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Yeah, they're like a SWAT team.
Yeah, I don't know which department. No, I just found it interesting, and I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, more and more control over everything. All the time.
Well, you know what? Too, when when people start talking, loose lips, boy, they'll get found out. I mean, they're going, why is this guy all of a sudden? Oh man, he's renting about 50 trailers here. Fuck, he's going this electric. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Where does he go from a $500 a month, just for sake of argument, $500 a month to 4,000? What's going on over there?
Yeah.
Well, he thought he was, man. So to his surprise.
Yeah, well, he was saying, like, I'm doing it. This is my religious way of doing it. I've got no chemicals. I'm feeding them clean food, blah, 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 blah. But I suppose legislation is legislation. I don't know.
Yeah, they have a lot of them in Ohio, Pennsylvania. I had some get on a bus once. I had a Greyhound I was taking when I was like 14. I thought these guys weren't allowed to. Certain factions are allowed and some aren't. These guys smelled like hay, and they spoke a gibberish German, or whatever, Dutch or whatever. But it was funny listening to them. You could pick up on it that it was German, but it was almost like slang terms or slang language.
Do you speak German, Christian?
No, just some words.
Okay. Do you understand this? If I go, Mochten Sie einen Tasse Kaffee haben?
Something about if you have a coffee.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. No worries. It's the only thing I remember from doing 1 year of German.
I know one from Tagalog, man. I'm refrained. I have to refrain myself from saying it though.
Okay.
Well,
just for special occasions.
yeah, special occasions when I'm drunk. Yeah, I just it's like it's saying, do you want to see my junk? But
You're open.
it's the only thing that I can say like that I'm good at saying it, not because of what it means, but I can pronounce it.
Okay.
But if you're in mixed company, and then some people may laugh at it, some might get offended, so it's best to, I just let that go a long time ago. Because I was when I met my wife first, I don't know why I was studying Tagalog, and hers language is Bisaya, and I guess the word for pussy and Bisaya is the word for seed in Tagalog. So yeah. So, we went to Puerto Rico, and this old man came over one time. He thought, who's that young girl with this old guy? I said, she ain't as young as you think. And he just starts talking Spanish to her. He don't even say nothing, he just sits down. And I said, look, mister, she don't understand the words you're saying. She's Asian. Oh, I never did press him on he was out of line doing that thing, But I was telling him what their word for cake, puto, that's like a male slang for bitch, Spanish here. I said, tell the guy, what do you call cake? She'll say puto. Him and his wife are laughing. They got nice, but if I were on the high strung type person, I would have told him right off, the fuck is this, man? You don't. None of your business. What's what over here, Well, we had a little conversation about all that funny shit later on. After that, though, happy mama too. Oh, you got two of them in here. Is this a new one? Have you subscribed? If not, subscribe twice.
Okay. I'm out for a smoke for a bit.
You go out for a smoke?
Yeah, we'll go for a smoke and a piss.
Finally, another live stream. I do it all the time. I do it every week. We got a captive audience here. There's a guy in the bed. He's always there.
Do you know who that person is, Tony?
No, man. It's hard to peg him, you know. If I ever saw him standing upright, I would freak out. But we got other guys that like avatars. Well, 3 of them, actually. They're all under the witness protection program, so they're not for different offenses, though. But.
And our voices are synthesized too, so you can't tell.
Yeah, they're all, you know, the Norwegian accent. That's mechanically produced or audio. He's actually a dwarf from Brazil. So.
And I invented the wax thing down there.
Yeah, 2 subscribers,
2,
no video.
3.
Happy
I
Mama
can't
too.
top my 0.
Yeah, right. Well, you know what I'm starting to feel like? I'm starting to feel like I did before I left for the Philippines last time, you know?
How's that?
I just feel like I want to get the hell out of here, you know? But I got to wait.
What you got to wait for? Doctor's appointments or what?
Yeah, a couple of things like that, yeah. Yeah, I'll take care of that while I'm here. My mother, too, I see her for a while. I told her, I said, I ain't going to be back once I leave, man.
Yeah, that's a long plane flight to be doing it more than once a year.
The way my back feels, man, I can only afford coach, and I am so freaking, oh, my God. It makes me feel like I want to get up and go outside, but I can't. Because even if I could, it'd suck me right into one of the engines or something, I bet. But, you know, about 6 hours into it, I'm ready to get the hell out of there, you know. Oh, and I picked the aisle seat, because I don't want to be climbing over people. I did that on a Philippine bus from to and from Naga, from Mindanao to Naga, Camarines Sur up there. And guy's driving the bus like he stole it. And then we get somewhere and have to wait. We'd have to wait 4 hours, you know.
Did that bus get on a ferry?
Yeah. One of them got stopped on the way back because the driver didn't have a license. And he was driving like a madman. You know, some of these turns around Leyte and everywhere, it was some hairpin turns. And there's a 20 kilometer an hour.
Yeah, and no guardrails.
Yeah, no. This guy's doing more than double, and there's people yelling at him, "Slow down! What are you going so fast?" Because this is the kicker. We went from Butuan, and we had to catch a ferry at Surigao, and we left at 5 a.m, and we had to wait 6 hours in Surigao.
You could have rode horseback to there and got there in time.
Well, yeah, I said, man, I could have slept. Oh my God, you know. So every stop was, you know, and I had him. One of the bus drivers was trying to hit on my wife at the time. These guys kept looking. I was sitting there drinking my Mountain Dew. I tried giving them a 50 peso bill. They go, "That's too much." I'm like, what? It's a little over $1, man. But if you don't have 20s, you know, I ain't giving away nothing bigger than that just for that. But they have a storage underneath the bus, But yet people had all this shit in the aisle. So the last time when I'm walking up front, I'm trying, I got a bad back and I'm trying to like playing Twister, got your foot over here and over there. And this one guy says, I hear this one young guy say, watch it. And he said something to him, shitty too after that. I looked at him like, what the fuck you want me to do? You don't put your shit in the aisle, it won't get stepped on, But they don't like putting it underneath there for some reason. I guess they can't lock them. I don't know. Happy Mama too. That's a new one.
Everything's an adventure in the Philippines.
It is. You know what? I have. I asked one time if whatever the thing is, like with my contact lenses, and they say I don't know. You know what I mean? And my doctor was just freaking dumbfounded over that one. He said, "Well, they got us." Well, they don't, man. I mean, all I can do is ask them. I can't make them give me something they don't have, or do. I think there's more money in it when you've got to double charge somebody for medications because they don't have certain dosages.
The only thing I've seen you can count on there is that you have to wait on everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of things are out of stock.
You are not alone. They're in the same boat. This is what I tell people. If you're going to get whatever you're getting, take a picture of it. Because that dude they call in Boho, they call him a hunchback of Boho now. Blind Owl Outdoors.
Who's that?
Dan something. He's been there. He's from Iowa.
What's his
Blind
YouTube?
Owl Outdoors.
Blind Owl Outdoors. Okay.
Yeah. So the guy knows a lot of stuff from his dad, but he went over there and his wife probably under the assumption she was going to have life made with a foreigner, and he came over there with shit, So he's been there about 20 years now. And some of his videos, he gets so upset. I'm like, man, when I started watching him, I think he was there 14 years.
How old is he now?
He's a little older than me, about a year older than me, maybe.
So is he getting Social Security now?
Yeah, he's probably one of these guys that don't have enough work history. He probably has to wait till he's 65, like my sister. And he probably hasn't put enough into it. Obviously, that's why my sister had to do 3 extra years. I told her that shit. She didn't believe me.
What to qualify? You got to work 40 working quarters, which is 10
years.
years. 10 working years.
Well,
he's been there 20 years, right?
Yeah.
So between his working age of say 18 and 40,
mm-hmm.
he didn't have 10 years of work to qualify.
I don't know what he did when he was in the States. I never asked, but he has
I guess you could be an independent farmer and stuff. I don't know.
I don't know.
If that qualifies or not.
I think this guy is one of those guys that just squeaked through life, man, on on handouts or whatever. I don't think he really ever did anything worth a shit. But anyway, the point is he'd get frustrated. He'd say, well, I need a rat tail a file. They'd always tell him out of stock, and he'd see one. They call it something else. So if you ask them for a specific item, they don't recognize it by that name. They're gonna say no. Mm-hmm. So you would think him being there as long as he has, that he would take a photo of it. I mean, he got a freaking phone, And that's what I say to anybody else that if they go somewhere, take a picture, man. It sure doesn't hurt.
All right. I remember that, Tony.
Yeah. I mean, even like my contact lens, I talk in there, I say, what do you mean you only have the soft ones? Because there's more money to be made because those suckers rip, And the medication part, why don't you carry why don't you carry 75 milligrams of something? Why do I have to get a 50 and a 25? Because you make more money. But
the people that they serve don't have that much money.
I don't, well, if the people that don't have much are really getting shafted if they need to have a 75 milligram pill,
right.
And you got to buy a 50 and a 25, they'll just buy the 25 or the 50. They won't.
You think they care?
No.
Because
I I asked the guy straight up. I said, at one store, I said, will you ever be carrying a 75? No. So when he said no, there was no point in going, the conversation was ending, man, because I can't talk him into ordering something, you know? Because that's like asking somebody that not, I know you like making a lot of money, but how about you make a little for me? They're not, you know, but I'm just saying, thank God I'm at the point in my life I'm at now where I don't get riled up very easily about stuff like that. And I've experienced it before. So I'm not the only one they're saying it to, you know.
Right, Tony. But your way your voice is, they think you riled up automatically.
Yeah. I said I talk like because my hearing's bad.
You need a couple pieces of avocado, put them in your jaw like Godfather. There you go. I ain't for no.
My wife went to the pharmacy to get me some. She goes, "Oh, is this for that foreigner?"
Damn.
Because I had the questions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in a profession. They can understand me. They hear me, and if they don't carry it, they never will. Then what? You know, that's off the list of things that are sitting on the shelf, you know, up there in my brain.
I hope I try to bring as much stuff as I need in one of these boxes. I mean, I'm gonna hit the dollar store up.
Okay, get that bubble wrap at Walmart or whatever, man. It helps.
Bubble wrap for what?
Well, if you get any dinnerware or anything like that, you know.
Oh, I ain't bringing no plates and none of that. I'm talking about medications, band-aids,
Well,
crap like that.
I would have her write down a list, type her a list to go have her ask.
I don't need the list. I know what she ain't got.
No, the medications.
Yeah, I know what they don't have. I sent the last time I sent cough drops, you name it, gas pills. I sent Vicks. I sent
Gas.
Chris,
yeah, you know, they
Chris
get
went-
you gas.
Chris
The
went
way
to.
she be scarfing down rice. I think she'll put a half a cup of rice in her mouth and only a third get chewed.
Gonna burn that
That's a
throat up.
skill in itself.
It's skill. You know, it's straight up skill.
Well, you know she can hold it.
I don't
It
know where the
always
weight goes.
amazes me, these tiny Filipino ladies, and they bring a plate out, and the whole plate is rice, and then they need another plate for the rest of the stuff they're going to eat.
Yeah.
I got a brother-in-law that
How
I got
do
a
you-
brother-in-law that hadn't eaten. He was working all afternoon. He took a stab at. He almost had the entire pot of rice on his plate. I'm like, man. He saw rice and it was just like this fucking frenzy, man. It made him. Oh,
What was you saying, Craig?
I don't know.
I know Tony don't let nobody speak.
no, I don't let anybody speak anymore.
That's all right. No, I'm gonna say goodbye, guys. I gotta go crash, get some sleep. So
Okay.
I'll leave you on the tally, listening to you, but I'm gonna go get
Wait.
out of here now.
Okay,
gotta work.
great.
Are you on tomorrow, Christian? Maybe not.
Yeah, it should be.
He might be.
Anyway, if it is, I'll have a look in the morning when I get home.
I got a video coming out Sunday.
Toodaloo. Do they say toodaloo down in Oz?
Cheerio.
Yeah, if you want to get punched in the face, there you go.
Oh, so what does it mean?
No, toodaloo's not. No. And it may be in some pubs, but yeah.
Yeah, I know the ones too.
The blue
All right,
oyster.
guys. Thank you.
Okay,
See you
take
later.
care, Craig.
Thanks for coming, Craig.
Bye, mate. See.
All right,
Yeah, you don't want to say Toodaloo.
Toodalooski, as we said.
I forget, where's that come from? Maybe that's a British term. Sounds like
Yes,
it.
it sounds like it.
Skip Toodaloo.
Somebody doing RC.
See, my oh shit, I forgot.
Brain
Speaking
fart.
of that, hey Ronald, have you heard from people over there across the pond? Are they still alive?
I called Simon up the other day to check on him when I saw that fire over there in London. I said, "Y'all all right over there?" Because he lives next to a farmer. with
No,
all
he's
that
in
grass.
Manchester. That's way far away.
That's
Yeah,
what he
but I
said.
mean, it was hot there too, and he lives next to a farm.
Mhm.
And if his house goes, Simon's is next.
Yeah, he's
All
got
that
the
pigeon
field.
shit'll burn up.
Yeah, that prison shit was like it's like that aqueous foam. Put that shit out.
Put that shit out, yeah.
Yeah, right. That shit'll put that shit out.
This shit combats other shit.
Right? Oh man, did you hear about these stupid cops in Denver?
Uh-uh.
Apparently, some convicted felon had a gun. He said he pointed the gun at him, but the witnesses say he didn't see a gun, and then the cops just opened fire in the crowd trying to shoot the suspect.
Oh, Lord.
He shot 6 civilians. They did.
They're fired.
I said, "You got to be kidding me!"
They don't even do that in the movies, man.
No. Except the ones overseas, when they running through Thailand streets and they shooting anybody.
Hong Kong, who's that movie? Nicolas Cage was pretty good.
Was it Hong Kong something?
Yeah, Hong Kong, Serious or something. It was pretty good. It was very good.
Yeah, let me Google that because I got my Amazon Fire Stick jacked up, and I'm gonna put that bad boy in there. They got BNC, Tony. I didn't even know they had BNC.
Bondage and what?
The Black News Channel.
Oh, yeah.
I said, what? They got on that Fire Stick, man. They got Kiko. They got old classic westerns, straight up westerns.
BNT.
You can get full on western. And don't nobody talk like those dudes did. Hey, Paul, you better call up Yank there. He look like his 11s is up. You know what that means, right?
You mean stuff from like the 60s?
No, the old 50s, 60 cowboy movies.
Oh,
The good old ones where they used to talk all
hey,
proper.
if one of you needs a poke, take the old lady.
I'm gonna get me a glass of that sarsaparilla.
Well, Miss Edith, someday someone's going to make fun of your name.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, right? Oh, that Kiko. What is that? 2 carrots hugging?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy. They grew like that, huh?
Well, the one carrot is, and the other one doesn't have any arms.
Right.
Or
So
it may be
wifey.
some other portion of the anatomy.
Yeah, I know. I look like a dickhead, but he got his arm around it.
Yeah.
I looked at that earlier when it wasn't blowed up. I'm like, what Kiko got on with
It
us?
looked like they got advanced stages of syphilis there at the bottom.
Or if you look at it, could be the one on the left could be like ready to flip over his back.
Oh.
It's like
Right.
you've got him around the neck.
Yeah,
All he's got to do is bend over forward and flip him over his head, right?
like he's getting a hug. Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I thought, I said, what the hell is that? Hey, you'll never know. These phallic symbols pop up all over. I see them in Disney cartoons all day long. Sick. And the little kids just lapping it up like they don't know what the hell they're saying.
Is there anybody here from Bud or Jamie or
Nah.
any of the
Last
other?
time I talked to Bud, he was in a restaurant trying some, he was like in a Benihana place,
Really?
eating food off the grill.
Oh, really?
You say, Brother Ronald, you got any suggestions that I might? I said, beef or shrimp.
I
Try it
got me an Oriental fella here cutting shit up on.
Is Benihana's? Is that like a Japanese style place? Like
Yeah,
hibachi?
Japanese. It's a chain. They got one here.
Hibachi where they burn it right in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they do that in Kenosha, Wisconsin too. I was at a place like that. You pick out what you want, and then they cook it.
That's kind of like a Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah. Not like the one where they be flipping the scripts at your ass and shit.
Hey, when I worked in the factory, this girl, I said, where you from? You know, I said, what kind of nationality are you? And she said, Hmong. You know, I said, you're a Mongoloid? She said, yeah.
Mongoloid?
Well, it's like a Mongoloid is like a messed up.
No, she meant the Hmong from Vietnam.
Yeah, I know, but the way,
H-M-O-N-G. There's a
but
lot
I
of them
said,
up in Milwaukee, right?
but I said, are you
Mongolian, yeah.
a Mongoloid? She said, yeah. Let me tell you what a government does.
It's just like the Philippines, man. Anytime you talk, right, and they'll say yes. When they don't mean yes. They just they don't understand. They'll just say yes just to be polite.
Can I get in there? Sure. You start to do it. Wait. What you doing?
Mm-hmm.
But she they don't place a lot of them in the big cities because you already have a second class, third class. They put them in other cities in the state here, and they got their little gangs going on and all that shit.
Gang?
Yeah, little Asian gangs, Hmongs, yeah.
Oh man.
Yep. Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Sheboygan, Green Bay is like here, man. I mean, you go through Green Bay, it's like going through anywhere in Milwaukee. It's all kinds of folks. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work in Green Bay. Food distributors.
All right.
Yeah, my son-in-law was tried loading trucks with a forklift, and he's getting $23 an hour, something like that.
Must be nice.
He left that job, went somewhere else. My daughter got her master's degree for administration. Nice. So now she got an offer from this job in Appleton. That's about a half hour from Green Bay, maybe. I don't know.
Take it.
But she lives in De Pere, which is one of the towns around Green Bay, and very quiet, nice, you know.
Mm.
I don't know whether she snatched that up or not, because in the field she's in, I think she's in social work, or which was I had a girlfriend that was a social worker, and that was like the way they run some of these nursing homes is freaking beyond belief, you know, the way they treat people. But if you're going to work in that kind of thing, the only one that's making money is the administrator. So
yeah,
she got her master's in it. So the one girlfriend I had that was a social worker worked at a place, and the administrator was 27 with no practical experience when it came to dealing with people, like seniors and stuff.
Jamie in the house.
Hey, Jamie.
What's up, Jamie?
Who's this? Is that Christian doing that stuff, man?
Doing what?
Multi-mask shut-in? Oh, that's Gary.
Gary?
Gary.
Yeah.
What's up, multi-mask?
The unique Gary.
Yeah. Uniquely fucked up. Okay. Well, at least Thursday will be back around soon. Okay. Yeah. Uniquely screwed. Yeah.
Hi, yes, sis.
What's going on, Jamie?
That's got kind of popular now, saying that.
Right.
Sis, brother. Then you're in the friend zone then when they call you that.
Or you got money.
Yeah, well.
If you got money, they call you uncle.
Yeah. You're an uncle to everybody in the Philippines.
You ain't never lied. Tito.
So one of my sister-in-laws asked me to be a godfather for a baby. They named her Zariah or something. I forget. It's pretty cool sounding name.
Right.
So I'm thinking, like here you got two sets, maybe. And
2 sets of what?
She says the godparents, either that or you got one from the mom's side, one from the dad's, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking that they're asking me because they don't have anybody else. Then we get to church and there's like 12 guys, you know.
Gang of them black boys.
Well, it's a cute little kid though. We all the people that are being the godparents, they go up there and make this sign of the cross with their finger on their forehead. And she was crying. She was crying. She was getting up, kind of getting upset. But all them dudes did it when I came there, did it, and then she laid back and stopped, being fussy.
Yeah, that make you Nino.
Yeah, that's a good kid, man. Real good.
I'm so many Ninongs to so many Filipinos. It's ridiculous.
My son, the only one that's his age is his cousin. She's a girl too, but I forgot her name already. Don't hate me, anybody from the family listening. I can't remember.
You know, like my grandfather say, you boy.
Yeah, my uncle would always say my dad's name instead of mine every single time. And I said, Uncle, you know who I am, right? Yeah. He'd say my dad's name every time because he'd look at me in the eyes, you know.
Well, hang on there, Jamie. When I get to the Philippines, I guarantee you'll be a godmother.
Her name's Sarah May. Sarah May, if you're watching. Hello.
Hello, Sarah May.
Sarah May.
Like Sarah May.
She's a little shy of 2 months older than my son. So the other ones are younger, 3-year-olds and stuff. So.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys met that nephew of mine. It's I think he's 3 next month.
Dang.
JR?
The Tasmanian Devil?
RJ, yeah. Yeah, you know what? When you're laying there and all of a sudden when he's doing something, you move, man, he's like a freaking mosquito, boy. You're like the guy that's grabbing air, you know? And
He got one. Jonah's got one.
We can't begin to remember when we had that much energy.
Oh,
Hell no.
But when he's doing something wrong and you tell him not to do, and he'll say, I'm sorry. And the way he says it, you can't be mad at him no more.
But then you turn around and do it again.
Yeah, sometimes, not a lot though. He's
You're
pretty
gonna
good.
do it when you ain't around.
Yeah, well, he's pretty good for his age. What he did something really nice. My wife bought a bunch of eggs, and he went in the refrigerator and he's sitting there smashing them on the floor.
Ooh.
The little nephew with the halo. And then after all of that, he did it again. He didn't bust his money the second time. Well, Ronald might have some more kids.
I might have a couple. I might have a couple.
Yeah.
Mhm. My equipment still work. I just need some WD-40.
If you do, though, you'll name them like they do. They name them. They put some of the dad's names, some of the mom's. So yours will be what? Ron Joan. Ron Jonah. Ron Jonah.
They call nephew's nickname, or his name is one of his names, or his first name is RJ. They didn't know what to name him, so RJ. And his middle name is Manuel, or no, not it's RJ Manuel, something like that. Because they always use the mother's maiden name for the middle name, so that's what my son has.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
My son's a Maria. The female one will change, but my son's middle name on his social security card too is Marina. So I should have been thinking and named him after my grandfather and my great grandfather. Named him Alberto, just Alberto Giosu, something like that. Luigi.
Now my wife that was born here, she don't have the grandmother's name. She just got the. There go Mike. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
That's an odd ring.
Yeah, it's kind of Finnish. They were all waiting, anticipation.
It's a new ringtone on his new phone.
One ringy dingy. Remember that? 2 ringy dingy.
Lily Tomlin.
Yeah. 1 ringy dingy. Was that on Hee Haw? That wasn't Hee Haw.
No,
it was
Laughing, or was it?
Smothers Brothers? Smothers
Laugh-In.
Brothers? Who?
Laughing, wasn't it?
Oh, Laughing. Okay. Yeah, I used to like Artie
Yeah.
Johnson. I used to like Artie
I
Johnson. with,
can't believe I ate the whole thing.
just
Didn't she say that?
Artie Johnson, very interesting but stupid, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when they have variety.
Yeah, I forget what night that was on. Laughing. That was
Uh,
like late '60s.
probably
Yeah,
a
'cause
Friday or
it was
Friday
kind
or
of
Saturday.
psychedelic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess that's like when the Beatles were going psychedelic with what, the Yellow Submarine album or
LSD.
whatever.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, remember when the album cover designs used to be a big thing?
Yeah. I used to stare at that album jacket all the time. I had REO Speedwagon off the older guys, you know, the Alive, and I didn't have it was in the CD form. I had both of them. You can tune a fish, but not a piano or something. Can't tune a piano, but you can tune a fish. And the friend of mine was with me. He goes, "Oh, you got the cover, you know," because he wanted to look at it. I said, "Yeah, I used to do the same thing."
And some of them, the inside jackets would have the lyrics from all the songs.
Yeah. Be like, fucking, I ain't listening to that one, Stranglehold or something. You know, that wasn't cool. I had 8 tracks back then, and my friend told me cassettes were the thing of the future. I said, no way. And I used to tape up King Biscuit Flower Hour. There was a show called, and they always did a live band, and I had a ton of them. And I didn't believe him when he said that, but he was right. I didn't want to believe it was because I already had a shitload of 8-track tapes. You know? So I had Casey and the Sunshine Band would be underneath at Ted Nugent.
I remember like every New Year's Eve, I used to listen to Casey Kasem's top 100 for the year.
Mm-hmm.
On New Year's Eve, he'd have the countdown.
Yeah, I
The
got
only
it.
thing I'd do on New Year's Eve as a kid was listen to that.
He had you know what? If you followed the weekly top 40, when it got down to the top 10, you would know because pretty much everything never fell below 10. Not everything, but most of them. So if you did your own figure, you'd know what this week's number 1 would be. If last week's number 1 was 3 or 2, you had an idea, you know. But still, I mean, the guy just had a voice that keep you listening, you know.
Even back then, it was probably all rigged, you know.
Well, you
the
know,
artists had it in with the people who made the list and the record companies.
The thing that was cool was you could call in your name and where you're from, and he would pick a random one out, you know, and what that song meant to whatever, you know, in their life or relationship or whatever it was. My Thai friend has me wound up like a tight, twisted rubber band. Uh-oh. Trouble in Paradise right off the rubber band puts me on edge. Well, you got to quit puckering that asshole there, Gary. You got to dive in.
It's just Thai friend. Would that be a female friend?
I hope so. Unless you're going freaky on us, that's okay, though.
Is that the one you showed us a picture of a couple of weeks ago, Gary, on your phone?
The one with the mustache?
Oh, the other one, yeah.
Whether you got more family members in there or the gang from Spanky's gang. Oh, man. I got my laptop today. But welcome. Gary,
So how many stragglers you got in the background? Can you see?
yeah, 6.
6.
Yeah.
So
Might
come
be
on up,
family.
people. Don't be shy. We almost hit 3 hours. We're coming up on 3
Yeah,
hours.
come on up, man.
You can go private.
Yeah, if you're new, other family members and or some of the newer subscribers that subscribe to me. because
Tony gives everybody one chance.
yeah, it's called the one chance time. You come on now, and you're welcome to pick the topic of conversation. But if Ronald says next, that's over. Somebody else.
Yeah, Ronald's the next monitor.
Yeah, so that's the show. It's called Next. You can talk. You can have a topic.
It's kind of like the Gong Show. It's just we don't have a gong.
Yeah. Don't put that music on here.
Oh yeah,
That is-
Tony will lose millions from
Ding, ding,
YouTube.
ding, ding. I don't like that shit.
Fitness advisor, financial advisor. Oh my God. Well, you pick them good, don't you, Gary?
Or maybe it's a financial fitness advisor.
Well, you know what they're trying to do, Gary? They're trying to find how much money you got. That's what they're
Right.
doing.
No, Gary, that's my Muslim name, Muad'Dib.
Yeah, mine's Muhammad. Muhammad.
One hung low.
Yeah, one long cream of some young guy, some shit like that.
Gary, that is probably the one I showed you. She has become my fitness advisor and financial advisor. This woman don't know you from a can of paint.
Okay, Gary, drop down and
Well-
give us 40.
This is what it's like. The fitness one, she's going to want him to eat all this shit that's going to harden his arteries and die. Not before she tells him how much money he's got.
And the stuff that makes his goatee fall off.
Yeah, yeah, just singe it like a flame. Don't forget the Manscaped, man. You probably haven't ever, but
Just put him on edge, huh?
Edge of what? I'm
So
just
buy a
and I'm
nice collar and leash and just lead you around.
All right. I
uh,
can see Gary now in Thailand. You know,
Some
hooked
new
up with
people
some
wear
dominatrix, whatever it's called.
yeah, there you go.
Beg, Gary, beg.
Yeah. Eat your
Yeah,
rice.
get a leash. Get a leash.
Put this ball in your mouth.
Yeah, ball and gag, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're going.
Fetch me your Social Security money.
Yeah. Can you? I'm gonna see if you can do the old dog learn new trick.
You
Give me your
tell
money.
me. You tell me what much money you have. I let you go. Yeah, we know who the Muslim. I remember the Muslim lady, Gary. I remember that from before. The daughter, right? That the daughter that you were supporting. Ooh, that word support just kind of sets wrong with me, man.
Alicia.
Huh?
That's a Muslim name, Alicia.
Oh, shy.
Gary, do you know you can't really give your in the
That's shy.
Muslim
That's
Muslim-
shy.
in the Muslim religion, you can't give yourself a name. Somebody has to give you a name.
They take a dartboard and they paste all these names. They throw a dart.
Oh, I've had people give me lots of interesting names.
The Grand Wizard,
Uh-uh.
the water, the Fraternal Order of Water Buffalo.
Oh yeah. What's that? What was the name of that show? Kiko used to come on PBS, the Red Green show.
Red Planet.
No, Red Green.
Yeah, I think I remember. They don't have that on no more. They used to carry that stuff.
Yeah, that was up in Canada.
Yeah, they used to carry that too. Well, they had one from Britain called, I think it was Dr. Green or some shit. It was, they were British actors.
Right.
I don't know if that was Red Green Planet or some shit or some doctor. The guy's name was like Dr. I forget totally, man.
Not Doctor Who.
No, I was going to say that, but it couldn't have been that. But it just, it was like a modern age alien kind of thing without having the weird looking, get ups.
No, you got me now.
Yeah, it was a staple of it, PBS for years, man.
Let me see something here. See if I can turn on my.
Who do you see new here, Gary? We're the same old here. We got Kiko and Ronald and the man of La Mancha there, Christian. Are you gonna? Does that mean you're gonna be changing your name like Cat Stevens? You're gonna turn it to and send 75% of your royalties over to the monks? Oh, Doctor Who. That was it. That was what it was called. Doctor Who.
That's what I said.
Yeah. But it's like I
You
don't
got
know.
like 3, 4 different, 5 different Doctor Who's.
Yeah, if you watch, I guess you'd have to watch it from the beginning to know what's what. But
Yeah, you
it's
can't
like
come in the middle of nothing.
well, it's like a series that if it's been out for 5 years, even with that kind of series, if you're not there from the start, it takes you a long time to catch up.
Right? And then it's all weird British humor and
Yeah, because well, you're in a room by yourself going, what the fuck? What?
right.
All right, people, whoever in the background, come on up, man, because we're gonna go to where we can drop all the F-bombs we want. Gary, come on by, Gary.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back, player.
Yeah, right. Any kind of fool could see Gary was wrong
Yeah.
and he just can't live.
Money, come back. I gave her everything. I gave her everything but the ding.
Yeah, can you imagine some broke expat? Money, come back.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You're spinning your wheels there, hoping to find a luscious, fresh, off the vine kind of.
Off the vine.
Yeah, like fresh off the vine. All right. Well, we're gonna say goodnight to all the regulars out there and everybody in the background, and we are gonna go off and do some sinister stuff right now. So, thanks for coming. We got up to 7 now, man. I almost feel bad about leaving.
Good night, y'all.
Yep. If you want to come back, we'll send the
Good
link.
morning, wherever you're at.
I think it's good morning because for some reason on when I look at it on my YouTube on my TV and I'm not signed in, it'll have the announcement, but it says 10:05 p.m. I don't get where that's coming from because on YouTube here it's got the time for everywhere you are in the world, so. Okay, Gary, you're not going to come? Okay. Thank you, Mama 2, whatever that was. Well, that was an extra one.
The original single mama.
Yeah, 2.
Mama 2.
Number 2. No, I don't think it was single, man. Was it? No. Well, I forget.
Yeah, it sounded like single original mom or something like that.
It said something. That person erased their stuff here. I don't see it.
All right, let's go back in the chat and see the very first.
I did, and I'm looking. It ain't here. Nope, sure ain't. Well, I can only go back so far on this. Well, I got from the beginning, yeah.
So, Ronald, can you do that? Obviously, go back in and erase your comments that you put in?
Sure.
On the fly?
Write them 3 little dots. Oh, that's for me, it's block. But anyway, they're not here no more. The proof has been erased. Get smart. And we're up to 7 again.
Infiltrators.
Yeah, lurkers, man. I'm telling you, from the dark side. They're over there. They're over there from the Benedict Arnolds. Anyway, got 7 folks here, man. I don't know.
Come on, he's got room. He can get up to 10 people.
Yeah, I can get
It's
up
not
there.
the old Tony. He's not limited to 6.
Yeah, I can get 6 on here. 6 more. I get 10. Got 4 on there. It doesn't cost you anything. I got, you could get bounced. I don't know.
The worst you can get is embarrassed.
Ah, there's Jack.
What up, Jack?
Jack, be nimble. Hey, Jack, be quick. Come on up before the window of opportunity closes.
Hold on, Tony.
All right.
I'm
Well,
talking
that
to Bud
rhymed
now.
just like one of Gary's poems.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of those in ages.
Well, when you said Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to make something out of it.
Oh, no, it's
And then you
the
just said, come on up. I thought you were going to say, you lousy, whatever.
I thought I'd admit that till private time.
Bud said he got phone is on 20%. He's letting it charge before he come up. He's watching now.
Who, Bud?
Yeah.
Bood?
Yeah. I just plugged in
On this channel, you can come up, but you can never go down.
That's right.
No.
Not if you're a male, no.
All right, Jack, I got you. Hold on.
We're being
Jack.
patient, Jack. Even though we're not in the Philippines, we're still being patient.
Yes, Joe, you're on your phone, Jack.
Of course.
I don't see. Bud, hey, Bud. What, Bud? Bud, you gonna come on up too? It's been a while. Sit a spell. Come on up and sit a spell.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Yeah. Yeah.
The hell going on with this keyboard?
I used to say that on the bus there, and people look at me.
You used to say what?
I used to say, y'all come back now, you hear?
She
I'm happy
said,
to
abba
get
dee. That's all, folks.
Oh, my God.
I'm gonna have to get medieval on this.
You know what?
Or
You know what that...
Popeye do.
Oh,
Remember that Popeye to say that?
I had a guy when I was new. I had this guy laughing, well, not laughing. He got mad, and he had broken English. He's Spanish, and he wanted to know where some methadone clinic was. I don't fucking know. I don't go there. Shit. So I said, "Sorry, sir, I don't speak Spanish." He goes, "What the fuck you been Spanish? I'm talking English." And then he told me, and one lady said, "Oh, you can ask them; they know everything. This one don't know shit." Oh my God! Oh, food. No.
Hi, bud.
Maybe that ain't the right one, man. Oh, there he is. Huh. Okay.
All right, let's get the boy up in here.
Feel like we're on a ship, but we got to throw out the life preservers and get all
Yeah.
the stragglers on board.
Of course, we're already here, so we get to laugh
Save
at
me, I'm
him.
drowning.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of. I'm in
my life.
I'm in the middle of a beer. I talk to me after I'm done. Matter of fact, I think I'll have one. I start drinking this stuff up.
I think Christian went night-night. I don't blame him. It's probably like 3 or 4 in the morning where he's at.
Burning a midnight candle with the what do you call it?
Oh,
What
that's right. It is Friday night. Oh, it's Saturday morning now for him.
do you call them things, man? Those games. What are they called? I don't even know what the hell.
What games? We talking prior to video games?
No, online stuff, computer stuff.
Oh,
I thought there was a name.
Fortnite.
gaming.
Gamer.
What's he play? Fortnite. Oh,
Fortnite.
I don't do anything. Last thing I played on computer was Pong.
Yeah, I like Pong because
And that was what, Atari or something? That was back
Yeah, I don't like it when it gets
very
fast.
first screens.
The closer you get, the faster that thing bounces, boy.
All right.
And I go back to the days when you put a quarter in to play Pac-Man or Asteroids.
Well, Atari was
Space Invaders, was it?
Space Invaders was excellent, man. I learned.
Invaders, Centipede.
I played Space Invaders when I was in the Army in the barracks. They had a couple of video machines like that. That Space Invader game got more money than anything.
Did you?
ever.
Yeah, you had to pay quarters, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it was cool. It was a cool game. It was you had your freaking fingers. You know, you got to move that shit around because
Now,
that was
Tony, you can play PlayStation games and Xbox games right on your PC without a
Yeah.
console.
Here comes Jack.
There he is. Hey, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack's on.
Jack?
He's got the Jack.
No, it's Jack's on, right?
Yanking over there?
Yeah, the yank is yanking. Yeah, he's trying to get some jizz.
No, he's rolling the dice.
Oh yeah, right.
You're
That's
rolling
what
dice
it is,
that
a
long.
crapshoot when you're doing it. What's going on?
Not much. Just woke up about I don't know, a half hour ago.
Cool. You seen McFarlane?
What's that?
You seen Michael?
Nope.
Damn.
I heard from Marlena.
Well, of course. I don't know why she be blowing you up.
She said that he isn't talking to her because she cut him off drinking.
Good.
Really?
That's her job.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, get a divorce.
I mean, how long have you been cut off?
Living in poverty again.
How long you been cut off? About just 2 days, a day?
I want to say about 4 or 5 days.
Good.
Man,
Good. Oh damn.
Boy's gonna
fucking
die.
get that worse. Well, I ain't had one since the 2nd of June or the 6th of June, so I'm still on it too. It's the cigarettes that's killing me. Don't start some shit you can't finish.
and what do they cost now, Ronald? Even when the cheapest what you get?
I
How
can
much
get
it
2
cost?
packs for $9.
What?
Yeah, 100.
In Michigan, it's like $8.
2 for $9?
For what?
2 packs.
Wow.
Yep. I give them a 10. They give me 2
That
packs.
mama person.
Indian reservation shit called Complete or Prism.
Is that the drive-up place you go through?
Yeah. That was killer.
What, are they made in China or something?
No, they make them here in the States. And I'm sitting up here with nicotine lozenges. Ain't open.
Oh man.
I had those one time. They're nasty.
Oh, now you're telling me. I'm glad
What
you
are-
told me.
The nicotine gum?
Yeah, what was that stuff back in the day called? The gum, and then the lozenges. They were
Nicorette.
horrible. Yeah.
Not all.
Yeah. Gary, what is that mama person, your friend? What mama? What's her name?
Remember
Mama,
that original?
Aunt Jemima.
Mama? Ronald,
Aunt
remember that?
Jemima.
The first message that came up, it was like single original mama or something.
I look back on here, and I can only go so far back. Christian,
Or something like Mama of Two original or something
Christian
like
might be able to answer this.
Yeah. No, that was
Alright.
Gary. That wasn't nobody else but Gary.
What?
That mama too.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, now come on, now I don't know about that.
I'm
You're
just
giving
talking
them a
about
lot,
lifestyle or something.
you're giving them a lot of credit.
Are we waiting on anybody else now to go private, or Bud? We waiting on Bud?
Bud, yeah, Bud.
He said he be back. Who is Happy Mama?
Bless your heart.
That's PBR, not PRB, man.
Yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Suckers are cold too, boy. I got that refrigerator up. You gotta do a shotgun one of these days.
Well, that ain't no original name because it's got to be original name. It ain't no YouTube name. I don't see nobody here named Hot Mama 2.
There's no.
I mean Happy Mama 2.
I don't know. I only know. I can't go back all the way, but when I go back, I see everything from Meet a Single Mom, off of Craig, tonight, and Happy Mama 2. Here it is. Finally, another live stream.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Yeah, where'd you find out? I thought you said you couldn't find it.
I did though. It's sometimes I gotta. Takes me a while. Sometimes.
You rolled over the right rock and it was there.
Fucking A. That's what I did.
So, it's got to be a name Gary made up.
Gary ain't capable of that.
Because Gary came in here and said what?
Gary's just a technical writer. I don't think he's capable of that.
Yeah, he can do it.
There's a lot of effort. You got to put a lot of effort in.
Whatever that means.
Gary, come on up here and get your weekly dose of humiliation.
You almost said get your leak.
Get your leak.
They got a Hoochie Mama, but no Happy Mama.
Now that might be one of your friends.
I don't have no Hoochie Mama.
Sounds like one of Gary's email friends.
Yeah, probably Gary. That's Gary making all them noises.
I got this name in the back, but I just don't want to. I just can't bring myself to say it. Well, them boys are here because who was that? Sounded like somebody else was up here.
Somebody got gas.
Huh?
It's just Tony belching again.
No, that wasn't. I didn't belch. Sound like somebody like this noise I get when somebody comes on. Then you got to click them in. Oh man!
Was it like back when you get rid of the phone internet connection?
Yeah. It almost sounded like you're calling a fax number with DSL.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to get my other stuff. I redid my system back up, right? I told the damn machine to just delete everything on the C drive. I didn't check all the boxes off, and it killed all my backup drive.
Uh-oh.
Bug naked. I got a terabyte on that puppy again.
Uh-oh.
Ron, do you remember back in the day? I don't know. You had if you were on ship, could you make a phone call back to the States? What was that called? I forget what that phone system was called.
Long distance?
Oh man, I forgot.
Remember, it wasn't the Mars. Mars was like a radio system they had.
What the hell was that?
Magic Jack?
Remember, it was a phone system that we could use in the military to call back home to the States.
Well, we're gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah, man. You know who would know? I know some guy in Florida that would have the answer right off the tip of his tongue.
Hell yeah, man.
Don't start nothing there.
Lickety split.
I'd have to Google that. Let me see. I know when we was on pier side, we had phones hooked up from the pier, but that was regular phones.
Gary said he's a morphodite now.
He's a who? Put these emails up again, or the comments. We can't see them.
Well, yeah, he ain't down there no more.
There it is. Happy Mama 2.
How's that a picture of it? Let's look like Weird Al Yankovic in the back there. Look like they're smoking out of a hookah.
Nah, that was a belch.
Nah. Come on, man. We got another. Oh, I can see it better on the laptop.
On the laptop.
Kiko, was it called
The desktop.
What?
Kiko, was it called
Looks
Pots?
Some kind of hookah or something.
I can't. Tony's talking. I can't hear you.
I told you, he don't let nobody talk.
Oh, man. Hey, here we go.
And you make my nuts itch.
Don't think it makes my dick itch. Remember?
I said, Kiko, was it called Pots?
No, I don't think that doesn't sound familiar.
I know, it doesn't sound familiar either. Let's see here. Some ships had pay satellite phones or refrigerator. They don't have a name for it yet. Autovon works in the port only. Yeah, that's what we had.
Yeah, Autobahn. I remember the term Autobahn now, but I think
It
it
was
was
in
something else.
Big Lebowski, a group called Autobahn.
We had a name for them puppies.
Puppies?
Tony, do you remember what the acronym AFN was?
AFN?
Yeah.
No,
Don't tell 'em,
Armed
Ron.
Forces Network or something.
There you go. Man, you're brighter than you look, you know that?
Yeah,
Right.
fucking A, I am.
And can't remember to take his medicine.
Yeah, that's the only time I got.
What medicine?
Other than that, you know, I gotta quit
Yeah,
answering.
right.
I gotta quit answering myself back when I say, "Did I take that one?"
Yeah, you know what? Somebody come out the background. No, Tony, you didn't. You fucking got me wrong.
Okay. You know, then I go take it twice. Oh, fuck, my heart is fucking. Blood pressure's down to 90/50. Back to the known.
I'm going to have to get to bed here shortly. I got a golf in the morning.
Oh man, I don't hear that. You can do that shit hungover, man.
I got a golf outing.
Cool.
You had to go over to the dark side.
And it's going to be 90 degrees, but hopefully it would be done by the time.
Yeah.
We're going to
Not
start at
good.
8 in the morning. So
Now when you got an 87-year-old guy golfing, like you said.
no, this
80 shotgun.
Oh, he's the guy that died. Oh,
yeah, no 77 he died.
77.
But I have golfed with a guy who's 84 who can hit
6
the
to
ball
1, half.
every bit as good as me.
6
which
to 1,
is
half a
scary.
dozen of the other.
Will you be quiet?
You ever get that group of women that's in front of you, and you're done with your hole, and they're just sitting there just talking at the green, and just BSing, just taking forever.
No, see, this is an outing, so we're going to do a shotgun start, so that we're going to have at least 1 or 2 groups on each hole, you know, and then we're all going to start. And
Do you 9? You do 9?
no, 18.
You do the whole 18?
18 is a scramble.
Oh, my
You get lunch at the turn.
Yeah, something. They might have hot dogs or something at the turn. We're supposed to have something afterwards too, some kind of food.
Yeah, it's real chef food there. Hot dog.
Well, we paid $80 to get to
But they're gonna give you hot. They're gonna
for
give
the
you
outing, so that's green fees and food, and
They're gonna give you fucking rice and beans, man.
I don't care what they give me.
For $80.
Kiko, was it called Ship to Shore?
No, because I was on an island when I was on Okinawa or anywhere.
Oh, you're an island.
Anywhere overseas. I forget what it was called, but oh well.
Bud, you got that phone warmed up yet? Oh man.
You need to buy one of those portable power packs, bud. When you're outstanding in your field, you can have your phone plugged in and charging up. My kids take them around all the time. Problem is, they forget to charge up their power packs.
Yeah. Well,
They'll
sounds
do
good.
that. They'll do that in the morning. They'll come out and they'll say, "My phone's dead." I said, "You just slept all night. You could have had your phone plugged in
Yeah.
all night while you were sleeping.
Yeah.
And it'd be fully charged when you wake up." But do they think of that? No.
They want to go get up there in 2 minutes. All right, man. I think I want to put this thing. Oh, look at that. I keep getting 7, man. Thanks for the lurkers in the background. All the family members too, man.
Yeah, they're staying with you.
Well, Kiko's leaving, so anybody here to feel like they really got to swear?
You really got to step up and fill my shoes, though.
Yeah. Anybody F-bombs? Anybody got any F-bombs they want to be throwing and shelling the field with them?
Ronald's going to play some music for us. Hopefully,
I
some
ain't gonna
classic Motown.
Well, I could get off the air if we do that, though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get off the air for that, bro.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting for Bud so we can get off.
Let's see what I got there. Oh man, Aaron Judge. Ooh, dude's got 35 home runs this year. Fucking, he's like a lurch, man. He's like 6
Dude's
foot.
going to get paid at the end of the year.
6'7", and he's built too. He ain't wire. He's like maybe
A guy from Washington Nationals turned down a 15-year, $440 million contract.
Yeah, of course.
Is he on
You,
crack?
you know what? But in baseball, their shit ain't guaranteed. Like in the NFL, you got signing bonuses. The only thing that's guaranteed. They do a little bit different in baseball. I don't know if they
Well,
have
if you sign it for 15, there's got to be some kind of buyout,
Sure, but hey,
But still, I mean, think about it. You're playing baseball, right? It ain't rocket science.
yeah, I mean, yeah, they're doing that since they were fucking farm leagues. We used to call them in Ohio. Farm teams. Little guys like 6 years old to 8, something like that. Oh, she's back. Oh, we can't go nowhere now, man. Why don't you come on live here and show these love-starved gentlemen what they're missing?
Who's
Gary-
Love Star?
Gary is love-starved. Yeah, Gary there is looking for the Mrs. Right.
Man, our cup overfloweth. All right.
I got Rosie.
Cup overflowing with jizz. Yeah. Okay.
She said, "Sorry, busy cooking. Maybe
That's
next
okay. Hey, we all cooking.
What?
You can. If you come on here, Gary will certainly be right behind you.
I sent Gary the link.
You
Cooking,
did?
you need to get a man to buy you a maid.
Yeah. Well, you're in a house full of Vietnamese, man. You can get one of them to clean your room.
Mhm. You never know.
Oof. Yeah, we all got 8 now. We can't go nowhere now, man. This is like forcing me to stay on.
He's going viral now.
Got the lurkers, yeah. I got a ton of new subscribers that may be stopping by. Met some of them this morning.
Hello, Tina and Bem Bem.
Hello.
You going there, Quack Quack? Extra. Sir Unique. Yeah, he's unique, all right. Wait till you get to talk to him. You got an extra hello, Gary. She must know you.
More past blue ribbon.
Go pick up my contacts tomorrow if I want.
Are these the kind you couldn't get in the Philippines?
Oh! There's the buzzard right there.
Oh my goodness. He's frozen as usual.
Yeah. He looks like
Let it
he
go. Let it
looks
go.
like he picked up some weight there.
T9 Bem Bem, I described.
What Pusley? Hello. Yes, she does live streams along with her friends, and they kind of sometimes they pass off each other. They're all on the same thing at one time. Two different ones. They had some singers on
There he is. You're unfrozen.
Mississippi, Shooting Star, Mississippi.
How's your audio, Gary? There you go. He's got that Philippine internet going there.
Yeah. You got a weird pattern to your shirt there, man. That must be the camera.
Hell, Gary, Jack's internet's better than yours.
I'll pick up my contacts tomorrow for one. What the fuck? Gary's the only person. Where's the buzzer? Yeah, you Shooting Star, Mississippi. That guy down in obviously Mississippi. He had a couple of singers. He had a couple of singers in his live stream. They're pretty good. She does live streams along with her friends, and they kind of Gary. Mute your YouTube. Sometimes they pass off each other, and then thing at one time. That's to her, Gary. I had some singers on.
I'm hearing Tony twice.
It's okay.
Echo, echo.
Yeah, man.
There you go. He's got that Philippine internet.
Hey, Gary, subscribe to this. Your shirt. The camera.
Oh, Gary, Jack's internet's better than yours.
I'll pick up my contacts tomorrow. Oh, Lord.
It's called Time Warp.
He's like 6 months behind.
Again.
What is this? Do it, Gary. Hit your oh my God, Gary, hit your refresh wheel there. Spin that.
Spin the wheel.
Don't be afraid to move. There you go. Thing is, did he do it though? Nope. Yeah, whatever you do, subscribe to the young lady there for. I got her listed on my ticker, my banner thing, whatever they call that. I call that like the stock exchange ticker.
Can you send me down in the ticker?
Got there right at the end. Yeah, I got you on there, I believe. Or do I?
I don't see it.
I don't think I do. Christian usually adds that for me. No. Michael Mick. I put that in there for next week, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is just what, Jack Hobson, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No, you don't have a cousin named Tammy over here in Milwaukee?
Nope.
So everybody subscribe to her here that's able to? Gary, you hooked up there now?
Yay, the audio isn't working, Gary.
Can't hear you, man. Just like last week.
What?
Can't be any different.
What?
No, we can't hear you, Gary. Seriously.
Can't hear you.
You got 9 now, Gary. Come on. We can do it. Everybody's just starting their day over there.
Who's that female group that did the song "You Lie, Your Lips Are Moving"? Who was that?
Angles?
Huh?
I don't
No,
know.
it's more recent.
Never heard that.
Ronald probably knows.
TLC?
No.
Salt and Pepper?
I can't even hear the question, Kiko.
Why? Am I coming over like Gary now?
No, probably keep talking.
There we go. Talk all you want.
There's some woman's group. I heard it because I was at the gym. It said, "You lie, your lips are moving." Who's that? It's pretty
Pop
recent.
song?
Yeah,
Pop
it's kind
song?
of like within the last probably 5 years or so. 10 years.
Uh,
It's a female artist,
Simpson, whatever her name is.
Jessica.
Got me.
That's what's her
Okay.
name's sister.
We're all stumped on name that tune.
Well, I don't listen to nothing nowadays that's new.
I don't
Yeah.
either.
Why waste your time?
I just happened to heard it because it was on there.
Well, I like
That's what was playing at the gym when I was there.
I like
Right.
a lot of those bands from 2010, 2000 to 2010. You know, mid 90s up to 2010. There's a lot of the job I had. It was work and go to sleep, and then when I wasn't, you know, I was doing all that other shit. So,
Oh, Kiko, Megan Trainor.
Is that what
Megan
that is?
Trainor.
What's
Yeah,
the name of the
white
song?
You lied. Well, your lips are moving. Yeah, my lips are moving. That's the name of the song.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
What's the name? Megan or more?
Megan Trainor.
Megan Trainor.
Here go the lyrics. I know you lied because your lips are moving.
There
Tell
you
me,
go.
do you think I'm dumb? I might be young, but I ain't stupid.
Yeah, right.
that's debatable.
I said the same thing when I was young.
Yeah, the lyrics sound dumb.
I know everything.
Well, if you listen,
you old dudes can't tell me.
if you listen to, for instance, Bon Jovi got a song "Better Nails." That the fuck, if you read the lyrics,
Bed of Roses.
it sounds like the dumbest thing ever. It does, man.
Wasn't that Bed of Roses? Not Bed of
Yeah.
Nails.
Yeah.
You said Bed of Nails.
No, better. I meant better. Laying a bed of nails. What's the difference?
Damn, no wonder the
Same
lyrics
thing.
messed up.
Same thing. It's marriage. That's what it is.
6 one, half dozen the other, right?
The wife done took half your brains too.
Yeah. What do you say?
She said half. She meant half.
She meant half of everything. She got one of your testicles.
Uh-oh. Getting private here.
Yeah, she going down to the pawn shop, going to pawn it.
Here, I know it's not worth anything, but
I know. I mean, you can put it up there with the other 3 balls.
Here, now we can call him Ace. Only got one dangling there.
Yeah, well, see, we got people in the chat, so we can't go private yet because I'm ready to blast some of this Earth, Wind, and Fire. Matter of fact, hey, I can play it my damn self.
Bud Presley, thank you. Bud subbed. I think that Verna, I forget her last name. It was their first trip ever on the plane. She went Palawan, Florida Princesa, I think, or El Nino. Their kids, I don't know.
where's JB at? Doesn't she get your note?
Yeah. JB doesn't go to other people's live streams. She had one yesterday, as a matter of fact. Jesus, man, you're gonna ruin it, for me, dude. I can't have that on here, man, because that they give me 10 seconds. After that, they'll flag this sucker.
But we got 9 good seconds of it.
And then I'll have to allow them to mute it because I'm not monetized. So
And then he won't get his millions.
I thought
Yeah.
I was muted.
no, you
Nope.
weren't.
We could hear that
Hey,
EWF.
Ronald, you should see this. My YouTube on my desktop is behind, so you're still doing your jerking around.
I think it was behind on Gary's computer too.
No, I didn't.
I said I'll play it by myself.
Well, play with yourself all you want to. I don't know.
It sounded like that rooster in Foghorn and Leghorn. I said.
Yeah, I thought I said oh, come here, like I said. You got to, I got to be a good chicken hawk.
That was a good one, man. Whoever came up with that comic.
Yeah. Well.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Hey, boy.
And then at the end of the day, when remember they punched the clock. What was their names? Yeah. They'd say goodnight to each other.
That was Roadrunner and Coyote, wasn't it?
No, it was the rooster and what was it, like the shaggy dog, right?
Yeah, the sheepdog.
The sheepdog, yeah.
Beat the
What
shit
were their
out of
names
each
though? Ralph, or Goodnight Ralph, or Goodnight something.
Goodnight, right? Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't see his eyes because his hair was
right.
all down.
Yeah, he never had eyes.
Good day of torture.
Well, man, you're digging into the old memory bank in there. I might pull up.
I know. Had the Rolodex ain't working on that one.
Right.
That's been too long ago.
Gary has a mic problem. Yeah, he's got a problem.
It's the least of.
Yeah, Mike is the least of it. Uh-oh. Where did Ronald go?
Can't tell because you're on the main screen. Uh-oh.
Oh, there he is.
There I go. I thought my camera was stuck, so I rebooted.
Oh,
Yep.
God, I thought I fucked up. And
Quick refresh.
Yeah, I did a refresh because all I saw was me.
I think Sir Gary has a problem. Yeah, you got that one pegged. Sir Gary got a lot more problem than volume.
But you wait till he gets out of that dungeon, boy. He's going to be a
Hey.
go-getter.
Hey, do you know anybody there? You know anybody there that's willing to take his money from them and smile while they're doing it?
Willing ain't that the hard part.
Yeah.
I want to know how much money is invested in Tagbina from this last year or two.
And who?
In the town he was sending it to.
Oh,
They got
yeah,
a
they
new
had to buy.
hall.
She got her Ken doll, that shit,
They got new Barangay Hall.
New house.
New house.
I'll tell you, I'll send her 20
New
bucks,
motor.
but I ain't buying her no refrigerator. I told her that. We're gonna live out of an igloo cooler.
You know that's a big deal. Refrigerator in the house. Woo!
Yeah, my wife took the one that she had at the place we have, and she got it by her mother's. And before that, her mother didn't have one, and whatever they didn't eat at the end of the dinner, they had to throw out.
Mm.
So I'll just leave it there.
They must overwork those fridges. I mean, can you imagine having that fridge and it's like 90, 95 degrees all the time? That thing's working constantly.
Well,
and your electric bill's got to be higher.
The new ones can't be fixed either. They're throwaways, man. They don't. A guy came over to replace when I had my lazy sister and niece there, that none of them, they had dogs, but yet none of them could sweep that hair up. It clogged it clogged in the back of the refrigerator and blocked that vent, and then it killed the thermostat or humestat.
A humestat.
And the guy came over. It cost me $375. My wife says, "Well, you got it." So that means I got it. You can lay in your ass and watch and argue each other like the Hatfield McCoys all frickin' day. You don't lift a finger to do shit. But you're sitting in my house living for nothing, and you complain.
That's a brand new refrigerator.
Yeah, because you're buying everything. It never changes.
You know what? My nephew, my mother moved over. No, my niece had that, pushed her down. My mother's in a senior complex now. It's very, very nice too. Very nice. And my nephew, my sister that I don't like, her son is living in the place my mother was in, so she didn't have to take everything. And my nephew is getting married, and he's allowing my niece with the psychological issues to live with them. And I told my mother, I said, he isn't going to be married long. Get that part, because my niece is going to do something stupid. I don't think her brother understands the state of mind she's in. But hey, that's his problem now, right?
Stupid is as stupid does.
They got
Well,
3 refrigerators in the house. Only 2 of them work.
Bud, we got it now, man. We're rolling, man. Gonna do 24 hours today, right?
Hey, how you
There
doing?
you go.
Hey,
Where you
brother
been?
Bud.
It's great to see you all again.
Are you even hustling those chicks?
I know nothing.
Ah, okay. Well,
Next,
Gary don't either, but that he won't admit it.
no, I talk to sweet ladies. There's nothing wrong with that.
You do,
Things are
huh?
Kiko.
Get a little sugar in them.
And Kiko, there's an Asian restaurant 8 minutes from me. Oh Lord, it is delicious. I ate there last week and then I ate there yesterday.
Yeah, good.
Ooh,
What'd you have? Do you remember?
a little of
Creamy young
everything.
guy.
A little of everything, but I always have the General Tso's chicken.
Oh, it's a buffet, huh?
Yeah, it's buffet, and it's
Always a
I
buffet, bro.
always put a bed of fried rice on, and then put the food on top of it. I eat 2 plates. I'm 100. I've lost 10 or 15 pounds since I've been with these gardens, and I eat like a wild hog every once in a while, but I haven't eaten anything yet today.
Well, you go to those all-you-can-eat buffets, you gotta get your money's worth, right?
Yeah, I come home. I can't hope. I was watching Mike Tyson. I couldn't even watch Mike Tyson fight. You know how those are. He's my favorite boxer in the world, and him and Muhammad Ali.
I'm the champ. I'm the champ.
Yeah,
So what year was this fight you were watching from?
1995.
90s? Is that when Tyson was big in the 90s?
Yeah.
80, I think 80s. He was 19 years old, and
90s.
How old is he now? About?
He's about 50. 45, 50.
I think it was 80s. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
Late 80s, early 90s, probably.
Okay, Ronald. Here you
Yeah.
got something to Google. All
Yeah,
right.
probably 90s. Yeah.
Mike Tyson's heyday.
Ronald's a man
Yeah, I
to
should do it.
Ronald will let us all know for sure. I think it was
Ronald
90s.
was just
but
getting out of the Navy when he was big, right?
Well, he never met Ronald though, brother Ronald.
Michael Tyson is 56 years old.
look at 56.
Mm-hmm.
When he was 19, he was.
Oh,
he
dude.
was
You know what?
when he was-
Before his crazy mind,
Oh.
he was better when he was nuttier because he would beat the shit out of people. But a lot of those fights were bullshit. He gets in there with Joe Frazier's son. He wasn't shit. And those dudes don't even go on the offensive. They sit there and they let the shit get caught.
2 days ago, Mike Tyson said he's going to die really soon.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The hell did he get that from?
Probably from some one of those space cults or something.
From that tattoo on his face, told him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need a cup of tea, you know.
Probably some woman.
I didn't send you. Did I send any of you the video? I was down at the pond, and there was something coming down out of the sky.
Alien? No.
Well, I zoomed in on it, and it was metal, but with your eyes, it looked white. It was like a glow over the top of it. And
Where-
I zoomed in and took a snapshot picture in the video, and
It didn't show up.
it was metal looking, like a It was just
Okay.
coming. It was just coming down like that, and
When
there was
was
no
this?
sound.
When was this?
I can't remember. I'd have to look back and see when I sent it to a sister.
Oh, it's been a while then.
No, it was maybe last week.
Okay.
I was dinner set. I've been catfishing a lot lately, and I got, I put shrimp on there the other night. And well, as soon as that sucker grabbed that, he took off and snapped my line. This morning, I went ahead and rigged up my medium pole, and it's got 10, 12-pound line on it. They're not going to break yet. They're only
Check.
5, 6 years old.
Pound test.
But do you want me to send that video to you, Tony? Can you?
Yeah.
You want to share it on here or not?
You can play it on. No, you can't play it on here yet. You can send it to my messenger, right?
I didn't want to share it with the world, just.
Well, the world ain't here. It's just us and 6 other people.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
you
in
haven't
case
gone
any-
private yet.
I doubt any of them are connected.
Well, just in case anything's private, on that.
Okay. Well,
video.
we got 6 now. Folks there, ladies and gentlemen, family and new subscribers, thanks for coming tonight. We're going to go talk about some aliens now.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Thanks for coming. I'll see you next week.
Goodbye.